And we're live with the Chester Sky Show. Today's guest, we have Shri, the host of the radio show Top 10 Music.
Yeah, so it was Top 10 New Music. I did it for
new music.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I did it for a community radio for a short amount of time from like 2018 onwards. It was I think it ended in 2018. I did close to about 25 to about 50 episodes or so.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It was just a couple of new songs I was releasing, would compile it, do scripts of it, put it together.
So it was like every time you did the show, it's like you had to find 10 new songs.
Yeah, I had to find 10 new songs, had to figure out an order for it, had to put it together. Oh, that was fun.
It sounds like a lot of work. Got to research 10 new artists every time, 10 new bands.
Yeah, it depends. Some songs, luckily, were from like the same movie or the same album, so they were like much more simpler. I wouldn't have to research it too much.
Well, that's so easy. Here's one album. Here's 10 songs.
I would have to scatter it here and there. I'm like, oh, here's like 2 songs from this movie, but I have one in the beginning, one at the end. Plus, you don't want people to get bored, so...
So was it like pop songs, though? Or is it like unknown songs that no one's heard of?
It's not unknown songs that no one's heard of. I would just pick up songs that are releasing, and I'll just go through it, sit through the list, figure something out, put it together, and then put it up. And then since it was just me on the show, I would just sit there, just try to see if I could like create a script, since there is like nobody else that I can talk to. I'm just like, this is the best way for me to do it, so I don't run into like a wall with what I'm saying. And you don't want to repeat what you're saying either. So...
Here's another episode of the exact same thing as last week.
Yeah. Oh boy.
But you had a nice studio setup and everything, didn't you?
Kinda. My basement. In
that case, it's the best studio you can go.
Oh god. Yeah, just in my basement, just recording, and I would put it up, or in my room recording, and then I would put that up. I didn't really have like any other further setup beyond that. Because I was still going to school at the time, so then I would just do that and this, and I'm like, okay, good. And there's some music stuff that I do in between that as well, so it's fun.
You did the whole thing. You had your whole show. You had music. You had a researcher, which is you.
Yeah, I was doing all the roles. It was great. But then I would send it to like the person that was who was like doing the radio station work, and then he would just like put it up from there. Yeah. She used to help a lot. It was great. It was a good opportunity for sure. It was the first time I had done it at that point. So it was fun.
Yeah, it sounds like it was a journey.
Yeah.
An adventure. It wasn't even in English though, was it? Right?
I would present it in English. I was presenting it in English, but it wasn't all like English songs.
No.
Yeah. No, it was not English songs. So.
Well, you speak several languages, don't you?
Yeah, I speak Malayalam. I speak Hindi, I speak Tamil, I speak English, of course.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I learned a bit of French, but it's just like every other person that learns French in high school.
We learned to get a passing grade in class.
Yeah, exactly. You don't go do anything really beyond that. There's some kids that like learn it and it's like super useful for them, and they take it to like university and they'll go like, they'll do things with it, but majority of the population is not.
Well, I remember when I was in French class, we had this teacher who none of us really liked that much. And I remember in grade 12, my best friend at the time, he got a letter on his report card, and it said, I highly recommend that he did not pursue French further.
Oh, God.
And so I was laughing. You got it. Look what the teacher said. And then I looked at my report card. The teacher wrote the same thing.
Oh, boy. Oh, yikes.
Like, oops.
Oh, that's a hard one. I always wonder why French teachers say that. Like, I've seen that being said before.
She was so right, though.
From like a French teacher. They're like, yeah, please try not to continue learning French.
Please don't try. You just not.
Like, why be so rude? I've always wondered. I'm like, why be so rude? Yikes.
But she kind of knew. I mean, with us too, she was right.
Like,
she was
the head of the department
money.
Is usually the ones that are a bit strict. There's always like the head of the French department, and they're like, they're like a bit tough.
Well, I mean, you
But-
could do it as a career, as a translator, right? Or interpreter or something.
Or an interpreter.
And you definitely don't want me
It's
doing
useful.
that.
It's useful in a lot of fields. They have like places that you can call out to that have interpretive services for people, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
and then you know, like in certain jobs, it's helpful to know more than one language for sure.
Yeah, sometimes you can only get hired if you know this language or whatever.
Yeah, there's like proficiency tests and stuff that you have to do to make sure you get hired.
Yeah.
Harsh.
Well, I think if you speak French, then you can easily get a job in Quebec. But it's pretty hard to do it otherwise.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Like if you're trying to get into a job
if you
field.
speak the right French, you can get hired.
Oh.
Like I know a couple of people that spoke French that work with me, and oh boy, we used to work in a bilingual workspace. Oh God, there was times when they'll be like, "Yeah, your French is not Quebec French."
Oh, you got the wrong kind of French.
Yeah,
You got the
like, apparently they were
European French.
talking about it. Yeah, if you don't speak Quebec French, it's a bit weird.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I didn't realize there's
people-
that much difference.
We don't know the difference because we
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
speak it.
It's like you speak the wrong kind of English, huh?
You see, your accent is not right.
You got the wrong English, man.
Yeah, it's weird. It's almost like that.
Well, there are different kinds of English. Like if you go to like Scotland, like that's a different kind of English.
Yeah. Accents are a thing, but that's fine. It's okay. But they take it very seriously out there. I feel like some people are very nice about it, but some
for
people
sure.
are like super.
Some people are like,
super bad.
you're not doing the
Like
exact.
there's people that would when you work in like customer centric roles and you get to deal with other people that speak French from Quebec.
Like, that's not the right way to say this word.
Apparently, like people file complaints that you're not speaking the right type of French,
Oh shit.
and I'm just like, how is that a valid complaint? You speak the language. That's like saying, oh, you speak
Your
English, but with an accent that sounds slightly European.
Your English is not quite good enough. I'm not giving you my
That's a
business.
problem because I can't understand you. What? Okay. That's
Yeah, I can't really
rude.
relate.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird. I don't know.
Well, I guess so actually I had that problem the other day though. Someone called me and it sounded like it was a job offer.
Okay.
The number on the phone was like, it's not a direct number. It's like, if you call the number, it's like you have to dial the extension to get the person. So you couldn't use call display.
Okay.
And I couldn't understand what the guy was saying on the phone. Like he said the number to call him back, but I have no idea what the number was. And I couldn't call him back because the call display wasn't the number that you reach him at. So I just couldn't respond to the job offer. I was so
wow.
bummed by it.
So do you think that's a scam?
No, I think it was a legit job offer, but the guy who was calling me had such a, I don't know, it was just mumbling or the accent was off or something. I just couldn't take the job.
My God.
Yeah, this happened like a few days ago. I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm not getting that job.
Oh, wow. Damn. Okay.
That thing's gone.
Wow. I guess he was calling from a non-official number, maybe?
Well, he was calling from a company number, but you have to have the extension to get the exact guy.
To get the guy. Yeah,
Like, I don't know who the extension is, and the company, I don't know how big that is. Like, I got nothing. I don't even know the guy's name. I couldn't understand anything on the phone. I think that's probably pretty common.
Maybe.
People call, I get it all the time. You don't know what
Sometimes.
they're
Yeah,
saying.
if there's extensions involved, yeah, possibly. I'd be like, can I talk to a Megan? There's no Megan that works here, sir.
I don't. Do you have a last name? No.
No.
Do you have a directory of Megans? No, we don't know. I only know the people I know in the company.
And I don't know a Megan.
I don't know. Good luck.
Good luck with that. Oh, God.
When do you call her? Give us a rating out of 5 stars. Hope this call was good for you.
Well, you'll receive an email to rate us at.
Yeah.
How was our service?
How is your service for you today? Who's checking those things, really? Who's actually checking those customer feedback response things?
I don't really know. I don't really know how often it gets checked, to be honest.
Yeah.
I really
And even
don't.
if they check it, then they're like, well, I guess we did bad. Uh-oh.
We
Like,
did bad. We have room to improve, though.
but like, there's no exact feedback. It's just 5-star or 1-star.
Yeah,
That's
and then
it.
the reason for it.
Uh-oh, we sucked again. Oh,
I got in
no.
an argument with the person I was on the phone with.
I have that problem with banks all the time where I call. I don't know if this is just me, but when I call, I'm always on hold at least 45 minutes.
You know, the thing is, I bank with TD, so it makes it. I don't know. They've made logging in and like talking to somebody pretty easy. So I just log into the app and just like call, and they already have like half my information up as it is. They just want me to confirm. And so the wait for that isn't long, but I've heard if you call like TD Insurance or something, that is a long wait. Or yeah, like there's things like that take a long time. Or like if I call Shaw, oh god, it's a long wait. It's like an hour.
No, I frequently have that experience.
Depends on when you call. 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then they won't hold for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
In some cases, they won't hold for like 20 seconons.
They're
like, no, sir, we can't wait for you. I'm like, I waited for you for 2 hours. You can't wait for me for 2 minutes.
Well, wait, what do you need them to wait for?
If I need to get any sort of information, I'm like, yeah, just a second. Just a second. If there's something important for that, I had to maybe that might have come up in between the conversation or something. And they're like, and my God, the first time I called them, we were so like upset.
Yeah, but you see it from the other end too.
I see it from the other end.
You know what it's like.
I get it. But like at the same time, like I don't want them to be like, I can't hold. I get your call handle time might go up. I understand.
Well, do you actually have customer reviews and like your
absolutely.
Do those mean anything?
Absolutely. Like no, like sometimes like your supervisor will call you and be like, if it's a valid grievance, yeah, absolutely, they will talk to us.
Oh,
if it's like valid, they will review it and call us and talk to us about it.
But that's not really like a 1-star, 5-star. That's like a specific comment.
Yeah. If somebody has like a comment about us or our service or the way we handle a certain situation, they can always like.
You must have really messed up to get that though.
Not really. Sometimes it's like it could be something that you missed out on, that you get called out.
Someone's so picky they're just trying to catch you in the act. He missed. He did say.
Some people have heard. This is I'm only saying what I've heard. I've heard that people genuinely like call to repeatedly just to like pick out like if they get somebody and they don't give them like certain type of information, they will like call back to them and file a complaint.
And nothing better to do in their day.
And then I'm just like, wow.
This guy's got no life, man.
That's fun.
He spends his day calling complain about customer service people.
It's harsh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know. I can't imagine it from that side. I can't imagine being a guy who's like, I'm going to go out of my way to call and wait again on hold so I can complain about the last guy I talked to on the phone.
Yeah, because he wasn't a nice guy. He didn't give me all the information I wanted to hear. And clearly that's wrong, and I will file a complaint about that.
But I mean, maybe. There's a guy on YouTube whose whole YouTube channel, he's got millions and millions of views, and what he does is, I don't know if he calls them, but all of his videos are him talking to telemarketers. That's his YouTube channel. He's talking to different telemarketers who are scams. Like, they are scammers.
Oh my God.
They are trying to take his credit card information. And so he will talk to them for like 2 hours and pretend to be like a customer.
Why?
Just to troll them.
Oh my God.
That's his whole channel. He trolls he trolls telemarketer scammers for hours.
Oh my God.
For long periods of time.
Yeah.
And he'll go pretend to be like buying gift cards at Best Buy, and he'll pretend to be reading off the serial numbers, and he'll just hold them as long as possible. And then in the end, the telemarketer is always absolutely furious with him because he's pretending to be an idiot. He's like, whoops, instead of giving you the card number, I spent it on a laptop. Something stupid. Oh, I messed up again.
Oh my God.
Oh, I just cashed out the gift card again. Oh, I'm so sorry. I messed up. Yeah, but apparently it's a way to make a living because he's got millions and millions of views.
How much do you get off of YouTube views anyways, though? You don't get too much. How much can you make?
Well, I used to know because before YouTube changed the algorithms around 2014 or something, I had some videos teaching how to make websites on YouTube.
Okay.
And I had a video that had 100,000 views.
Okay.
And that video,
okay, that's something.
That
okay.
video, I think, netted me around $2,500.
That's not bad at all.
It's not bad at all. And then they changed the algorithm.
But that's one video of.
Well, I only had one hit-ish video.
Okay.
None of my other videos went above like 1,000, so they were like under that. But that particular video, I knew how much money I'd netted overall, so I knew it was all coming from that one video.
Okay.
So in that sense, I knew I was making around $2,500-ish for $2,500 to $3,000 for 100,000 views.
Okay.
Then they changed the algorithm and said you have to have a minimum number of subscribers or a minimum number of watch hours or whatever it is they required. And I stopped making any money.
Oh.
So I'm still getting views, but I don't have the minimum requirement. So that thing's gone. But let's assume I had met that threshold. You can get an idea how much money you can make.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Yeah. If you're able to put up like, let's just say 10 videos at least that are like pretty decent, you can make some money.
I mean, that's a lot more money than I thought it would make.
Yeah.
Like $2,000 for 100,000 views. That's not bad.
And that was a couple of years ago, so I'm pretty sure now it's something.
So, I mean, if I had a million views in that video, that means I would have made like 10 grand.
Yeah. Wow.
Which is
a
lot.
A lot of money.
For a video, just whatever the video is.
One video.
Yeah, I mean, I did happen to have a lot of ads on the video. I noticed whenever I clicked on the video, ads would pop up. So something was happening. Somehow something had clicked in to monetize it.
Yeah.
I don't know what had. I turned on monetizing, but like somehow I was always getting ads. I don't think that always happens.
Yeah, not really. I have some of there's some videos I put up on my YouTube channel with like me singing. That doesn't always have ads on there, I don't think. At least when I play it, I don't see any ads.
There's got to be something that...
There probably is something.
They usually just get enough views and then they start throwing ads on them.
Probably. They're like, is this worth it?
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, okay, we can put in ads.
Yeah.
You probably have to start off with like, oh, these are some pickle commercials and then go from there.
Yeah, you just got to talk about something that's going to go viral. And then you can start advertising crap. Yeah. Then you can start singing, but you got to sing about products.
Yeah.
You got to sing about L'Oreal shampoo. Or Axe body spray.
Oh, God. Those are, oh, God.
Hey, if you
everybody hates Axe nowadays. I don't know what it is. Everybody hates Axe. They're like, oh my God, why are you wearing Axe? And I'm like, oh.
I remember it was the biggest thing in.
It was really popular at one point, but then later on I started noticing people just hate Axe, and I'm just like, okay.
But I don't think it was the company. I think it was the people who were using it. Like those people, you know what I mean, though, right? The people who were using Axe body spray were just giving a bad impression for the product.
Probably.
It wasn't the product itself.
It was more the rep. It was...
Yeah, it was the dude in the locker room going... You know the guy.
From top to bottom, yeah.
He's always the guy who's always more naked than he needed to be.
Oh, God.
You know that dude. Walks in the room, you don't even have to see him, you smell him. You know he was there.
Yeah. You can smell him, that's true.
Yeah,
it's already so strong. Boy,
the smell was strong with that one.
Yeah,
I like the commercials though. I thought they were hilarious.
The Axe commercials, yeah, they were actually pretty decent. Yeah, they were funny.
Yeah, they were really funny.
They were funny. Yeah,
people would talk about it in school, in whatever class or something.
Yeah.
Hey, have you seen this ad? Kind of like what's the one? Do. You know what I mean, right?
Oh, yeah. The
Old Spice.
The Old Spice one.
Old Spice.
Yeah, the Old Spice one. Yeah. For a second, I thought it was the Geico one because there's so many Geico ads. You just like, oh, yeah, that's
Yeah, the Old Spice commercials.
the Old Spice commercials.
Look at you. Look at your man. No, look at me.
Look
Look
at
back
me.
at man. Look at me.
Look at me.
Something like it, right? Remember that?
Look back. No, look at me.
You remember that?
Yeah.
You.
Old Spice. Oh yeah. Oh god.
Those ads were great.
Yeah, some of those ads were quite something. Yeah.
I think
Ads have gotten better though. I think they've gotten way better.
that's definitely budgets now. They didn't used to have budgets.
Yeah.
Now they're huge.
Now they're
budgets to
huge.
these things. For some of them.
Yeah. Depends, of course, differs from company to company, but like, yeah, some of them are huge.
I wonder if you're allowed to just advertise for a product, even though you don't like have nothing to do with the product. But just are you allowed to do that?
If you have nothing to,
Can I just start advertising mug? Here's the newest mug. Like I don't have anything to do with the company. Can I just do that legally, or is there like a rule like you have to be?
if it's your own mug, you can
No,
advertise it.
not
But if it's like
mine.
a
No.
separate companies, I don't think you can.
I'm just gonna start promoting butter cookies of this brand.
Oh. I don't think.
Like, can I make my own Old Spice ad just because I know it's gonna go viral? Just because it's like that popular?
Maybe. Actually, maybe. I don't know. I actually don't know the legalities around it. You might be able to. Because you as a person is doing it, but
Like I don't know.
and again, is the company really going to be hurt by you
well, no, like
promoting it?
you'll actually do
Yeah.
an ad, like an ad, but you'll
Yeah.
like do it in a way that you're intending it to go viral. Like you're
Yeah.
hitching a ride on the fame, you know?
Yeah.
Like I wonder if that's a thing.
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
I actually don't know. Because you're promoting the company. They're not losing
No,
anything
everyone
from it.
wins.
So
They
if
get
everybody
free
wins,
promo. They
I
might
don't
even
see-
endorse me for
they might
promoting
be like,
them.
yeah, this guy, let's put him up on a bus stop.
Yeah, this guy is promoting us for free, and he's got this channel
All
rolling.
of a sudden you go to your bus stop. Yeah, that's my picture up there. You're gonna stand there with like an Old Spice, just be like, yeah, it's me, guys. For sure. That's me.
Yeah.
This is proof.
Well, sometimes you see like a YouTube channel celebrity endorsing a product, and I wonder if they're like, I really wish I was endorsed by them, so I'm just gonna keep promoting the product until they endorse me.
Until they endorse me.
Gorilla
Wow.
Glue, Flex Tape.
There's people I know that have like even not necessarily like were endorsed by companies. Like sometimes when you post things on social media and you tag the company or you tag an item, they'll actually come and comment or repost it or add it onto their story.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And that's awesome. Like whenever I see that, I'm like, wow, I can't believe a company that size did that. And you know that brings us a lot of confidence. We're like, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
A company that actually cares and they're trying to see what people are doing with their products.
Well, they normally have to pay for that kind of focus.
Yeah, and they're like, and they're trying to see what they're doing and they're commenting on it and they're being interactive. I'm like, that's great. Like you don't see that with a lot of companies, but with some companies you do. Yeah.
Well, I guess if you were big, you're like Michael Jordan, and you happen to drink a lot of Sprite.
Yeah.
I mean, Sprite's gotta take notice. Like, oh, take photos. Come on,
Photos,
we gotta
Capitalize
boost
on
these.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
We gotta really make. We're really gonna have to make.
We gotta start endorsing him now.
Yeah.
Gotta make use of that.
That's like if I was famous because I like ginger ale a lot, I start drinking ginger ale and like, hey, yes, this guy.
Yeah, you know.
Would
Maybe
you
that's
like to
like a
sign?
business strategy.
Would you like to sign a contract with us?
You should just be all out about one product until eventually that becomes a career path. Just pick your favorite product and keep promoting the hell out of it.
It's like, yeah, it's like most sneakerheads. They're like, yeah, I love these shoes. They're great.
Well, you're a shoe guy. I can tell. You're
Yeah.
definitely a shoe guy.
Yeah. I have like boxes upon boxes in my house.
Yeah?
Some of them I haven't even worn.
Are they all... Actually, I don't even know what are these?
Those are the low Jordan ones.
The low Jordan ones.
Yeah, you know the normal high top Jordan ones.
I don't know anything about shoes. You're gonna have to introduce me to this world.
Oh yeah,
Teach me,
so
Master
Jordan,
Sensei.
yeah, Jordan ones, the high top OG ones. Those are of course like they have the classic colorways for that. This is not a classic colorway because like the classic colorways are pricey.
I don't know. They look good to me.
Yeah,
They look cool.
Yeah. I went with something very simple. I'm just like black, white, gray. Let's go with something like that, so it doesn't look too bad with anything.
No, yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, let's go with
You could
that.
wear this
And
with any clothing. It would look fine.
yeah, and it would look fine. You don't want things that stick out too much unless you're wanting to go with a statement. A lot of the times I don't do that. I'm like, simple is great. That's all you want to do. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to overkill it.
So your class is filled with these kind of.
I got a lot of Nikes, and then I have a ton of Vans, and then Converse. Of course, Converse are always my go-to because they're simple. You can just wear it with anything. It doesn't matter. I wear it with anything. I'm just like I don't mind. Like it's light. It's easy to carry.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, was it something that you grew into, or you always a shoe guy? Like I don't have that at all. I have a lot of shoes because they're worn out, and I had to get new pairs. Like they have holes. If you look at the one I wore today, that was worn.
Oh,
they didn't start like that.
Yeah, well, I don't know how to describe it. I like shoes. I like shoes a lot. Like growing up, I don't know if I love shoes. I don't necessarily remember that. But after I got to like somewhere past elementary school, heading into high school, that's probably where I started picking up on it. I really like the pair of shoes that Terry Fox was wearing, the Adidas shoes. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those were like really great. He was a really big role model in my life. Helped me to go from being super fat and almost obese to like actually being somewhat. I was very chubby.
What?
And
was this before I knew you then?
Yeah, this is before you knew me.
I don't remember you being fat.
And then the doctor's like, no, you need to be very careful with your health. In a couple of years, if you don't, you're gonna run into a lot of health problems. I'm like, yeah. Heard about Terry Fox, started running. It was very motivational.
Oh wow! So you got into running?
Yeah, and then I started running a lot, and then it was very helpful. It was super helpful. And then so I'd like shoes like him. It was great. And maybe that's where it kind of started. I'm not 100% sure.
I guess you start paying attention to running a lot. The shoes kind of
matter. Yeah. And then I remember having a pair of Pumas that were really nice to run with. I only wore them a couple of times, I remember, for some reason, but they were like really like great for me running. And I'm like, wow, I feel like I'm flying with these. Like, that's how light it felt.
Ooh, that's a nice feeling.
Yeah.
These shoes make me feel like I'm flying.
Yeah. Well, it's the only way I remember describing it at that point. But then after that, I started getting into.
You hear that, Puma? You hear that?
And then after that, I started wearing some Nike Blazes. I don't know if you know what those are. Like Nike Blaze high tops. Those are great. I had like what color was it? Black with like a silver Nike swoosh. And then some blue on the inside. It was so nice. It was all leather. It was super good.
Sounds like it's a limited edition kind of thing. It's not a.
This was before. Yeah, I don't remember if it was limited edition or not. I just saw it and I'm like, I really want these shoes.
Sounds expensive.
Yeah, this was when I was way younger, so I was like, I wasn't even working back then. So
this was a month's allowance.
Yeah, so I was like to my parents, can I please have this? Can I please have this? Oh my god, I really like these. And then we got them, and then I just it broke my heart when I finally had to throw it away. I think in like grade 12.
Yeah,
I had it from like grade 8, I don't know, grade 9 onwards or grade 10 onwards.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Maybe even past high school I had this. Yeah, maybe even past high school. So, like, I had it for, like, 3-4 years.
I hate throwing out clothing that I really like.
It was hard.
I hate doing that.
I don't know what it is. Clothing is a bit more but shoes are painful to throw away. It's hard.
So many good memories together.
It's heartbreaking. I don't know what it is. Like even
attached to the inanimate object.
Yeah, even like the Converse I have now. I had a similar pair of Converse before, and I was looking for the same model because you know how usually Converse will have the white part in the front. You know, the usual. I always get the classic black and white, and they'll have the usual like white part in the front. This wasn't like a white like section in the front. They have like an off color. So it's an off white. It's more of an ivory like color. It's a bit off white. So that color makes a bit more sense to me. I'm like, eventually the shoe is gonna get dirty, and it'll look less dirty if it's that off white color rather than it being that white color. Because then people instantly will see how dirty it is, and I don't want that.
Yeah, that's the problem with wearing white clothing. Is A, it looks brand new because it's white.
Yeah,
and it looks as soon as you wear it, it stands out a lot more than other clothing.
Yeah.
But then you can't wear it very long.
Yeah, you can't wear it very long. There was a time, I think, in between when they had that trend of everything white. Everybody was wearing like everything white. And I'm like, wow, this looks really nice, but how can you maintain this level of white throughout the day?
It's a trend that can only last like a week.
You're going to eat. God forbid something falls down.
You can't do any sport.
You can't, yeah.
Except maybe tennis. I think it's the only one I see people wearing white.
Whoa, I think they wear white for a couple of different sports, but like still like... Yeah, it's like, gonna get
you're gonna get filthy.
Yeah,
most sports, like, you can't really keep it clean. It's just not doable. Like,
it's a bit hard. It's a bit hard to keep it 100%.
Well, you just have to have a lot of identical pairs, I guess, of the same thing.
What are you, a cartoon character? Just like throw away the red shirt. You open
like
your
Steve
closet.
Jobs. You have all the same turtleneck. It's all this. The same.
Which turtleneck? Yeah. Today's a big day. Which turtleneck?
Which one? The black one, the
black,
other black one,
or the one with the turtleneck?
Yeah. Which are the white sneakers? Which are all the same? What I like. You think Steve Jobs is a sneaker guy? Like he had a lot of shoes, maybe.
Maybe it's possible.
Got a shoe.
I don't know. I don't know if like really wealthy people have time for that. I think they just need to put things on and get going because they don't have any time.
I like it when you see like a guy like that suddenly become a fashion icon for like things you wouldn't expect. Like the turtleneck thing was so bizarre.
It's so weird. And of course, but it depends on like how long your neck is also. If you don't have the neck of a giraffe, sometimes it just looks weird. Certain things just look weird on you.
Yeah.
So when people are like that, just walk around, I'm like, wow, you have like a ridiculously long neck and you're hiding it with that turtleneck.
Well, he was the king of design too. He's the Apple. Everything he does is supposed to be aesthetically pleasing. So he's like,
everything he does seamlessly blends in.
The turtleneck is the best of the aesthetically pleasing.
Apparently.
Apparently that and sneakers is the way to go.
Yeah. Well, at least I feel like entrepreneurs are getting a bit better. You have somebody like, what's his name? Oh my God. Not Steve Jobs.
Is Zuckerberg?
No.
I don't know Zuckerberg starting any fashion trends. And I don't think Bill Gates is starting any fashion.
Oh my God. Somebody like Musk. He actually has somewhat of a...
Wait, who?
Like Elon Musk.
Oh, Musk?
Yeah. He actually has somewhat of a fashion. Yeah. I guess he has somewhat of, what am I saying, fashion. He has some level of style, at least.
Well, once you get rich enough, why not, right? It's like, what do you...
Yeah. He seems like a cool guy.
What do you waiting for?
What do you wait? Yeah. You have everything.
Yeah. You can design anything or hire someone to design it for you.
Pick out your clothes and just be like, here you go, Mr. Musk.
Yeah, I wonder what that guy's wardrobe's like. Elon Musk's wardrobe.
You know, I've heard they do tours of the Tesla factory. He should also probably do tours of his house.
Yeah.
Be like, here's my house now that Corona's done.
Yeah, I've never seen an Elon Musk house tour.
Yeah, it will be something.
It's got to be an impressive place.
I'm pretty sure it's a very interesting place. He's never been, so it's probably a very, very interesting place.
It's just Iron Man in real life. He's got the house that...
He's got the house.
The house will talk to you, speak to you, communicate.
I didn't think the house was smart enough, so I tuned it up a bit.
Yeah, I gave it like a...
Whatever SpaceX had, I installed it on here and then added the Tesla interface, and now...
The house is my best friend.
Now the house is just alive.
The house is alive. Yeah, the house is sentient.
Let me just say the AI is growing faster than I expected it to.
Hal. Yeah. No, I like the idea of a house that could talk
There's
to
actually,
you.
I know, weirdly enough, there was some sort of a story that I think I read in the English class about this. I don't know what it was. Oh my God. About how the house...
Monster house?
Yeah, about the house becomes like a parent or something, and then becomes like very protective of the individuals within the house, and then but that turns out to be the worst. The house I don't know, can create different sorts of backgrounds and sceneries, and all of a sudden they end up somewhere where they can't get out, and like the people living in the house dies or something. It was like a really weird story, and I'm just like, ooh. I don't like how all AI stories...
The house doesn't actually care about them, though. That's the thing, right? It's just programmed to pretend to.
It's programmed to do what it thinks is best for the people or something. It was something like that. This was a while ago.
There's always a flaw.
Yeah, so I don't know. Whenever we talk about AI, we just think about things just going from like really bad.
Yeah.
There's always those sort of stories. So,
well, I was watching a video on YouTube, and it was Alien Museum. I think that was the concept, and the idea is, what if there were aliens? What might they look like?
Oh,
it was one of those kind of videos.
I think Netflix has a new show about that. What is it called?
Yeah.
Alien Planet or something?
Yeah, something like, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, it's like really weird. My mom's like, people are thinking about so many things. They clearly have time to think these things up.
Why not? Right? It's cool. It's cool to see. Anyway, so this one, they go through and like, alien could be this, could be that, if it was made of this, if it was in this solar system, blah, blah, blah. And then the ending part, the whole movie is leading to this end. And the ending is AI is the ultimate alien because it can like process everything faster than anything.
Yeah.
And they're like, alien is probably, given enough time, gonna be AI. Like, humans gonna create the AI, and that's what's gonna survive. It's not the human that's gonna survive, it's the AI that's gonna survive. So, like, AI is the ultimate alien that takes over the universe. And like, that's the...
Yeah,
that was the leading to.
Oh yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Cool.
I don't know if you remember. In between, there was like a couple of. I think this was done by the Discovery Channel people. I don't know who it was or Animal. I don't know if it was Discovery Channel or Animal Planet that had done this. Where they had the Mermaid, the Body Found documentary. And like the other one was the alien. There was an alien. What was it called?
The mermaid.
Yeah, there was an alien. There was another alien documentary as well, and people thought it was real.
Was the mermaid one meant to be real?
No, the mermaid one was also fake, but people were like people thought it was real, and because it came on like an actual channel.
Why was it on Discovery Channel?
People were just like very like, oh my God, because it felt real.
Why would they put a mermaid documentary on the Discovery Channel? They presented
it in such a real way that people were just like, oh my God, like a couple of 100,000 years ago, apparently people that were human had gone into the water and became mermaids. And they believed in this theory. And they showed like a very like emotional scene where like there's... You know how there's like the megalodon, right? Back in like...
The megalodon? The giant shark?
The giant shark.
Yeah.
Right? And they showed like people, you know, these mermaid people.
Yeah.
Living in the ocean.
Fighting off megalodons.
And then all of a sudden the megalodon comes and like there's like one mermaid and then like a child mermaid and then the megalodon goes after them. And it becomes super emotional, and then one of them get killed or something, and the rest of them are hiding.
All from the megalodon.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh wow. This is a quality documentary.
People were like really believing that because the way they presented it was just like, oh, this is a theory, But this is how the theory could have played out. They picturized
God.
it, and then people were like, "Oh my god, they found they actually found a mermaid. They actually found a mermaid. Oh my god,
we found the mermaid, and it used to fight the Megalodon, and here's the historical records, and
yeah, mer people are a thing. Mer people are a thing." Oh god!
Well, I like it. It's like when humans used to go to school with riding on dinosaurs. It's one of those things, right?
Oh boy!
I remember people watch Flintstones. I'm like, well, I guess they're the same thing, right? Humans and dinosaurs, and
yeah.
I mean, that's all you have to deal as context, then yeah. I guess.
Wow.
We had mermaids, and we used to swim, and then some of us just stopped swimming.
Yep. What happens in the ocean stays in the ocean.
Yeah, my dad has a theory, and he used to try to. I don't know. Maybe he's not too far off, but his theory is the reason our noses are have the holes in the bottom instead of like outwards, because like most monkeys, the nose is like humans and animals have different kind of nose positions.
Yeah.
But like our holes of our nose is always facing down.
Yeah.
Well, the monkeys seem to be like that, or at least the human ones, the closer ones are. He's like, that's so that when you're in the water, you can come up a little bit above the water and breathe, and then you can go under the water again, and your eyes are like still able to see. So like that's his theory. He's like, we used to be in the water all the time, and that's why the nose is positioned that way, so you could come up, peek above the water, and then go under again.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Which is kind of amusing.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything behind that or not, but I like the theory. Semi-aquatic apes. That's his terminology. If you bring that up, he'll rant about semi-aquatic apes for a long duration of time.
Oh, wow. Sounds like you found your next host on the podcast.
Oh, man. Do you think talk shows do that? They just bring their parents on?
I don't think they do.
It sounds like
unless they're like, oh.
Unless they're famous.
Yeah, unless they're famous and be like, so, Mom, let's talk about us.
Yeah. This is a talk show host today featuring my wife. Tomorrow featuring my son. The next day featuring granddad.
And then the week after that, happy holidays, y'all.
Yeah, just every episode we're just featuring your other relative. God. Featuring second cousin twice removed.
Oh, God.
You scumbag married my something.
My God.
Well, I mean, we kind of do that on our own. We interview and try to figure out how everyone's connected to everyone else.
Yeah.
What was you like in your day when you were growing up, Grandma? And then they'll tell you, I was...
Yeah, they have a lot of stories. Our grandparents know a lot of stories. Because I think they have had, in some ways, they've had more life experiences than we have.
You'd hope so. You'd hope when they've been around triple the time.
Yeah, but overall, I feel like their time frame was a bit more eventful than ours.
Maybe not. Maybe we just haven't been around long enough.
Yeah, maybe. Because they did some of them have probably seen at least one or two wars in their time frame. So they've seen more things and how bad situations can get, I feel like.
Well, right now, I think I am almost exactly half my age of my parents.
Okay.
Which is kind of interesting. Because it means they have done exactly double the amount of time. They have seen twice as much. In theory, they could know twice as much.
Yeah, they could.
Yeah. They could.
Yeah. Doesn't mean they have to, but they could.
Yeah, and then there's a little voice in the other end of your head that says, they don't know anything.
I wouldn't say that.
And then there's another voice that's like, they should know more than you.
They should know more than you. But at the same time, you're like, a lot of things have changed from like their time to our time. There's a lot of things that have changed.
But every person thinks that. They probably think that about their parents.
Yeah.
Like, my parent didn't know anything. And then we're like, my parent didn't know anything. Like every generation thinks their parents don't know anything.
Probably. There's probably a phase when that happens. And then I think that phase is soon done.
And then they have kids. And then you're like, oh no, my parents were actually, I kind of get them now. Now I understand what they were going through.
It was a perspective thing, clearly. You just say, oh yeah, it's clearly a perspective thing. You don't think it's anything worse than that. And that's where it is. That's what it is.
Well, I mean, in theory, they can know what I'm going through because they supposedly have been through that. But I can't really know what they've been through.
Yeah.
Until I've been through that.
Or until they tell you and they talk to you about it.
I mean, you're not going to relate, really. You can say I understand, but you don't know until you have a kid what it's like to raise a kid.
Oh, yeah. That's...
Right?
A lot of people compare to, like, raising pets nowadays, so
I don't know.
It's probably not the same.
It doesn't feel the same. Like, I'm okay with if someone thrust a dog into my life and said, you have to take care of the dog. I'd be like, crap. And then I'd like, okay, I'll do it. But someone hears a kid in your doorstep, that's going to wreck my life.
That's weird.
I got to change things now.
Yeah, it's weird. Somebody gives you a child and be like, yeah, take care of the dog.
This is your kid now.
Oof.
Like that feels different.
That feels like a starting of a show.
Yeah. Like you ever seen the movie The Kid in the Basket?
That to me feels like a starting of a new show.
There's always a little kid in a basket floating down a river. You know?
Oh wow.
Turned out to be the prince of some sultan somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah, they didn't want the baby.
Oh, here's the kid.
The kid's the chosen one. And then he grows up and somehow people know he's the chosen one.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they knew what the baby's gonna grow up to look like. I don't know how they made that connection.
Yeah. He just has a glow around him, so people just know.
Yeah. How did people really know? Like they made such a big deal about bloodlines in the past. But how do you know? They had no way to test back then. I got kids, that's they hear. I don't know. No DNA testing.
No DNA testing back then. But people are like, yeah, no, I just absolutely know. Look at him.
He's my brother. He's got a similar color, right? He's got a similar facial hair. That's got to be the same.
It's got to be the same. My God.
Do you have siblings? I forget.
Yes, yeah. I have a sister.
Yeah. Do you find you're a lot like them at all?
Me and her are very different in a lot of senses. We sometimes listen to like similar music. Sometimes, not very often, but like there's songs that I feel like she just accidentally found that were like a couple years older. And those are songs that I really like when I was younger. So it's interesting. There's some songs that she seems to really like that I like. So I find that very strange. But yeah, like I kind of get it.
I can't relate. I don't have siblings. I don't know what that world is like. To have someone who's like this, I grew up with this person. They have been in the same household as me.
Oh,
I don't know what that's like.
Yeah, it's a different feeling. Yeah, I don't completely know what being an only child is like. I've seen that.
So it's the same thing, just without that.
Yeah, it's just,
you know what I've been. I just don't know what you've been.
It's
so
just,
one way.
I've seen a lot of like only children be awkward. They're very awkward and they're very bad at social cues a lot of the times, and I'm just like, oh, that's horrible. That's a terrible situation to be in. You don't want to be that, especially when you're like going to school. You want to be able to respond to certain social scenarios. But...
Did you know any homeschool kids? I knew a few people, and they were a little, not all of them obviously, but they were different. I did find they were different. I don't know
anybody that was homeschooled.
I know a lot of homeschool kids seem to skip grades. Like that seems to be a pretty common thing amongst homeschool kids.
Yeah, probably because they have too much time in their hand. They're actually doing okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that is behind it. They just seem to skip a lot more than non-homeschool kids. Like in school, I don't know anyone who skipped grades. But homeschool, I know a few people who skip grades.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's just harder to skip in regular, because like then people would notice more.
I know a couple of kids that have like skipped grades. I think in regular classes, like in regular school. There's maybe but I only know one or two people that were doing that. I know
What were they
that's like from high school to like they had to take like a couple of extra tests and then
They must have been smart. I mean,
Yeah, for
something was
sure.
going on.
yeah, they were smart for sure. And they were given the opportunity to do it and they just did it, I guess. The teacher gave them the opportunity to do it and they're like, yeah, I can skip this grade, no problem.
It'd be great to kind of have like a post-mortem like interview with them to say, so do you think you should have skipped? Like, looking back now.
Looking back now, would you have enjoyed one more year of elementary school or
like
one more year of high school?
You essentially got deprived of a little bit of childhood there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you got to skip school because you might not like school at the time, but now that you can't ever go back,
Yeah.
like, that's not
Would you
really...
like that 1 year of experience back?
Maybe 2 years, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Depending on how much you skipped. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, on one hand, you're not really getting much education because you're smart enough to skip it, so you obviously don't need it.
Yeah.
But
would you have liked it for other reasons?
Yeah, right? I don't know if you ever saw the show Young Sheldon. Did you ever see that?
Oh, I actually wanted to. I just never got to it. Is that show really any good? That would be the first question I asked.
Well, that's the premise, right? Is you have Sheldon Cooper as a kid from Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
And he's got all those non...
That was a really good
human...
show. Big Bang Theory was a really good show. Wow.
He's got all those odd mannerisms, but he's...
I don't know, is that show still ongoing or is it like done?
Well, I mean, everything's shut for this year, but I presume it was... I don't see why it was not... I don't know. I saw the first episode. That's the only one I saw.
Oh, okay.
And some people loved it, some people hated it, but it's a show. So, I mean, you either
I used
like
to watch
it,
I used to watch Big Bang Theory a lot.
That show was great.
It's a really
huge.
good show. It's a really good show.
Yeah, I like that show too.
It's like there's just way too much for it to watch. I got into it later on in high school. So there was a lot to watch and I used to like stay up watching it.
I mean, you can watch it now.
Yeah,
but
that's
now
also
you don't.
true, but
Somehow it doesn't matter now. It mattered then when you
it
couldn't.
mattered then,
Yeah.
but it doesn't, yeah.
That's the weird thing about television. It doesn't go away. It's always there onwards.
Yeah.
But like,
you might not go back all the time unless it's like something like if you watch there's certain shows that are not that have always been really good. Like if you watch like Naruto or something, you can still start watching from like the first Naruto onwards.
but there's like 1,000 episodes. I don't even think that's an exaggeration.
There's like 600 episodes or 500 episodes or something for the first Naruto, and then there's another 400 to 500 episodes in the second, like in Naruto Shippuden.
It's like
And there's,
Pokemon.
like-
It's like,
And how many movies is there? 6 movies?
I don't know.
There's like a really like 5 to 6 movies, something like that. I'm missing out a movie.
It's like the longest running soap opera, but like manga version.
Yeah.
Or anime version of what?
It's crazy, and now they have Boruto.
Baruto.
Yeah, which is like Naruto-san, I believe. And so that's a series.
Yeah, yeah.
And they have
Still got appeal.
they have I guess I'm pretty sure you know what Inuyasha is.
Yeah, it's another anime. I haven't actually seen it, I don't think.
Yeah.
But it looks
Inuyasha,
like it's pretty popular.
after like the I guess the final act, which is the last part of Inuyasha, they actually have an anime called Yashahime, which is supposed to be
Another few hundred episodes.
it just started too. It just started.
Well, you
So it's
gotta...
by the same writer. It's like what happens after the whole thing after final act.
Yeah.
And it's like Inuyasha's kid and Sesshomaru's children, and yeah, it's like things like that. So it's really quite something. I just started watching it too, so it's going well.
It's a show that you're not really expecting to see an end. It's like
You weren't expecting to see it, but all of a sudden it just happened. So now you're just like, wow, this is a thing.
What?
Wow, they created a whole new universe for that.
They ended. Oh, it's okay. It's a new universe. It's all good.
Oh, it's a new universe, isn't like you're seeing new characters.
Yeah.
The setting is the same.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. It's just a bit forward in time. That's all. Yeah.
I wonder what it. it would be like to be writing something like that. Because to write a story that you know is never going to end. Like the whole purpose is not to end it.
Yeah, I think for them, it's primarily for most of these writers, it's more like, I'm telling one story, I'm telling another story. It's a continual story for some time, and then they stop it. And they probably realize, okay, I can actually make this a bit better. Now that time has passed and maybe the fans are demanding or asking for more.
It's just, what if this happened? And then let's make a story about that. And then what if this happened? And then let's see where this leads.
It's just like, it's just, I don't know if you heard about like Lord of the Rings and the Amazon
deal
related to that. Okay, yeah. So they have a contract, I believe.
Amazon.
Amazon has a contract with them now. And there's I think the show is supposed to come out 2021.
Some Middle Earths.
Yeah, some Middle Earth. Rather than most of the stuff I think we saw were from the Third Age so far. We're gonna see things from the Second Age now, so it's gonna be.
So we saw the Lord of the Rings, we saw the Hobbit, and now we're seeing the post.
This is I guess this would be before the Hobbit.
This is the prequel.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
This is
Star Wars
the
in this crap.
Second Age, and like there's a lot of like things that happen in the Second Age. I think the forging of the rings happened in the Second Age. There's
we're going to the ring forging stage movies.
Yeah, and there is the island of Numenor, which is another interesting location. There's a couple of like really cool things that happen in the Second Age that you can kind of go through. So it's like, if you follow Middle Earth lore at all, and there's a lot of YouTubers that do Middle Earth lore, and it's something. It's something. It's kind of sad that it kind of, it's actually quite something if you actually start going into it. It's real deep.
Well, it's only the actual Lord of the Rings is 6 books or something? 7 books maybe?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's just, is it even 6 books? Yeah, it's,
I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of content on one hand, but on the other hand, it's not like the spin-offs, right? I don't think, it's not like Star Wars where you have the Clone Wars. It's not like that. There's no thing for that Lord of the Rings, is there?
I don't think so, but like with the new contract with Amazon, I know they can't do the actual, like the main storylines itself. They can do things reflective of it or something. So they have to create,
stay within those rules.
Yeah, they can create their own like a little story, but they can't alter the already existing main story within the Second Age, so they can't make any changes to it.
Like the Mandalorian, you got to stay within Star Wars rules.
Which is pretty good.
You can't kill off Obi-Wan in the Mandalorian. That's not allowed. Which is
pretty good. Which is a pretty good job for the Tolkien estates. That's great. It's amazing. Otherwise fans will get so upset. They'll be like, oh my god, no. The lore is not like that. Treebeard is not like that.
It's rules that exist in fiction.
Yeah.
We made concrete physics laws in fiction. And that's like the rules. You can't kill Frodo before the... Like that guy is untouchable now.
No. You can't do that.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting. If you do it, then people will reject it.
Yeah, that's one show I'm super excited about. I think they already started like doing the filming and stuff in New Zealand.
Damn.
But like, of course, COVID brought some, stop to that.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're back again with like doing that yet or not.
Yeah, sooner or later.
But yeah, they should be, if they haven't started already. So it should be something.
It's more Middle Earth.
Yeah.
The thing is, I liked The Hobbit because I like Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman.
Oh God, yeah.
I like those two guys. So
honestly, The Hobbit was really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
It was really good.
I was too young to appreciate Lord of the Rings, but I like
Smaug was really good. Oh, yeah, Smaug was done really well. I rewatched Lord of the Rings, the first movie, the second and third. It was so good.
I actually don't think I remember seeing them.
Gollum is done so well. Like the acting for Gollum is done so well. Oh my God, that I'll go precious. It's so good. Oh my God. It's done so well. Like I can't.
Precious. Precious.
steal it from us.
You know, it's just so you get so into it. You get so into it. It's so good. Gollum's like character brings you very much into it.
I see a lot of similarities to Yoda in Gollum. My precious. Precious. You know? I feel like they're somehow connected in some way.
There, yeah.
Somehow. My precious. The voice is strong with this one.
There's, I think with the new Mandalorian, there's a lot of people excited about the Baby Yoda in that one.
Yeah, Baby Yoda kicks ass.
They're like, oh God, he's so cool. And I'm like, oh my God.
You don't like it?
I couldn't really get into the show too much. I don't know. The first episode was so bland. I'm like, trying to kill me with how bland this is.
I don't think you have to like the show. You just have to like Baby Yoda.
I guess, but like the first episode itself with the Mandalorian just like walking here and just like shooting people, and I'm like, okay.
I do want to see the new Obi-Wan though. You heard about this?
No.
Yeah.
What is?
They actually gonna use Ewan McGregor.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Okay.
He's coming back. He's coming back, baby.
No, that's interesting.
But when, I don't know. But they supposedly were doing it or are doing it.
Something's happening.
Well, they want that universe to continue, right? That's cha-ching.
Yeah, it's a lot of money for sure.
That's got to keep going. I guess the same with Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth. Every movie makes $1 billion. Harry Potter, every movie makes $1 billion.
But Harry Potter's kind of done, and now they have the other movie series.
Grindelwald.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't mind that. I liked Fantastic Beasts. I thought that was fun.
I never watched it, to be honest. Is it good at all?
I liked Fantastic Beasts. I thought that was actually a enjoyable movie.
I never watched it. I'm just like, what is this?
You got something to watch? Then
I enjoyed Harry Potter, but I'm just like, what is this Fantastic Beast? Like,
well, you haven't seen it. You can't judge it then. You got to watch it.
Yeah,
you can judge it once you've seen it, but you got to watch it first.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like same universe but new character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the time frame it's set in? Like a couple years before? Like when?
Yeah. It happens before Harry Potter. It's the prequel. So we can't touch Harry. Harry Potter's untouchable now. That's like the few rules. You can't kill off Dumbledore yet. You can't do anything to him. You gotta stay with that. Actually, that might be kind of fun. To have a movie where you actually, the whole purpose of the movie is breaking rules that can't be broken. Oh,
yeah. There's also a game about this. I think, of you as being you're a third year student at Hogwarts or something. PS4, I think PlayStation has a game coming out about that. I think it's PlayStation that's doing it. I'm not 100% sure, but
it could be fun.
It's supposed to be interesting. I think there was a couple of like there was a trailer that was out about that. It was a decent.
So wait, this is a game where you're a student in Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to go to potions class.
It's awesome.
And
it
learn Quidditch.
Looks really good. If it delivers, it's great.
Yeah, that would be great. Today's
now, of course,
class
with
we're going to learn
the new PS5. You might get more immersed by it. They might be able to do more. Cutscenes are like now a thing of the past. I hope you know. It's just like non-existent at all.
Well, we got annoyed by those a little bit.
Yeah, there was
always,
in between
sometimes.
when you're like in like God of War and stuff, or like in The Last of Us. There's like scenes where you're calling in between spaces. Those are supposed to be like the cutscenes where they like load up the stuff for the next level or the next scene.
We need a load. Like, you may as well give them a cutscene at that point, right?
That's like non-existent. So they might not even do that and just go directly into the story.
I like the idea. Today we're going to learn the dark arts with Severus Snape, Mr. Potter. Today we're going. I think that'd be fun.
Oh God,
Mr.
yeah, it'll be
Potter.
Yeah, it'll be something. It'll be something for sure. Like that's a game that you can look forward to. It's quite something. Again, with everything that's changing, you don't know when these things are going to release.
Yeah.
God knows, but
Let's assume we eliminate COVID in a year or two because of vaccine, and then you'll see all these games come out after that.
I hope that's done. I think it'll be done before that. Hopefully they can get, I feel like once it's starting to roll, I think they'll get everybody like vaccinated quick because economy.
You kick that thing out, and then everything will start up. And then...
they would of course want things to start up as soon as possible. They're not gonna opt for a later option.
You know, we got to start thinking about how to cash in on this non-COVID. Like when COVID's gone, we got to be ready to figure out how to make, because things are gonna go up. Right?
Yeah, things are gonna.
So you got to position ourselves now.
People were like telling me they were investing in like stocks when it went down due to COVID. And now they have businesses. So it's...
Yeah. I mean, it's already gone up relatively to the big crash.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, assuming we're not talking about stocks, like, there's got to be something now that's we could do so that when it starts jumping up again, we are in a spot to cash in on that.
Yeah, that's true.
There's got to be something. I don't know what that is, but now's the time to think about it because we got like maybe maximum a year or two.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be back to normal.
Of course, you can't do anything vaccine related because people would have it already. Maybe you could do like, I don't know, if you had some property, you could possibly like ask for maybe like extra parking spots or something. I don't know. And maybe have that being rented. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. But now's the time. Or maybe now it's too late even.
I don't think you're ever really too late. You can always make it, I think.
Well, like after the stock crash in 2008, there was a big crash, and then things went up afterwards. And some people got loaded because of that.
Yeah.
If we could do that now, because it's going to go up. We know it's going to go up.
Yeah.
It has to, especially if there's a vaccine. We even know the solution, which is nice. We didn't know that for the other one. We know there's a solution.
There's a vaccine. I think they're just waiting for further approval, and it is. But I think it's already started to roll out, though.
Now, what are people going to want to start getting into once COVID's gone? What's that thing? And how can I invest in that now? What is that?
It's going to be events.
Event?
Part of it's going to be events because during this time, people weren't really able to interact with other individuals too well. You can't go to like a park with like 30, 40 people and actually have like...
Yeah, that's right. You're going to have gatherings again.
People would really like anything travel related would like be doing real well. All of a sudden, cruises would be doing well.
There's going to be a spike in Mexico vacations?
Yeah. Just a spike. And it's prime time in certain hemispheres right now for that.
Oh, so for sure. Yeah, the only reason we're not going is because of COVID.
Yeah.
For sure.
And of course, when that border opens up, there's of course the border with the States. When that opens up, people are going to be like, yeah, let's go. Let's go to the States.
Time to go vacation. My dad wants to do it. He's like, I want to go on a cruise now because no one's going on a cruise. It's got to be cheap now.
It's going to be cheap now. Yeah, absolutely. If you book it now, hopefully in a month or two, the COVID thing changes and everybody gets it, and you'll be like, yeah, I got it for cheap.
Yeah, well, you can probably get cheap things now, but I want to like figure out how to get rich later is what I want. I want to figure that out. Yeah, I can get cheap stuff, but
yeah, just do like
maybe it's the same thing though. You buy cheap, you sell high, right?
Yeah.
You gotta
or organize events that people can come to and make money off of that.
What's super cheap right now? That's normally really expensive. What is that? Flights, yeah. Vacation, yeah. But you can't really store that. What else is there? What else is cheap? I guess a lot of places have gone out of business. There's probably a lot of cheap rental locations.
There's probably a lot of cheap rental property.
What if people stop buying?
That's a very good question. What if people stop buying? Which they have. That is why our economy's not doing too well. There we go.
But at some point, it's going to come back.
Yeah.
And then you want to have some of that thing.
Yeah, you can't. I don't know. I'm kind of, part of me is kind of scared to see if they're going to charge us any new taxes when this is done. They're like, oh, we don't have any money now. We might need a new tax. We put out too much money.
I remember there's a lot of websites that shut down that used to be big, like meetup.com. Remember that?
Because you can't meet up.
There's not called meetup.com?
I know what you mean, but like, yeah, because you can meet up. I understand, yeah. I understand, yeah.
I remember when I talked about it, people thought it was a dating site. Well, I mean, you can date on that, but it's not a dating site.
Yeah. It's not like eHarmony. It's not like that. Yeah.
No. You ever play around with those?
No, I haven't. No. I'm just like, why? I'm going to find some weird person that's just going to, like, I don't know, kidnap me and then hold me hostage and just...
eHarmony?
I don't trust it.
But eHarmony. I paid for it once. I actually signed up for one. I gave them $100 because they had, like, I thought they sneak you into this. It wasn't eHarmony. It was Plenty of Fish or something.
Plenty of Fish. Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like, you could buy 1 month and it's super overpriced, or you can get 6 months for $100. It's like, well, okay, I'll give it a shot. And then I actually tried to do stuff on the site. I got nothing.
Oh God.
Nothing.
Oh God.
Absolute worst investment I'd ever spent. I got 0 dates out of that thing.
Oh God, that's sad. That's depressing.
But I'm not even sure it was. I'm not sure it was me because I've done okay on other apps, but I think that paid websites for dating have really gone downhill now. Free apps are out. I think that's the issue.
There's that. I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you've seen it. I think it's called Mingle, or is it called Hinge? Mingle. There's that app where they have a commercial running on this all the time, saying, yeah, we're the app that you get rid of when you find that somebody. We're meant to be deleted. The app that's meant to be deleted. Sounds like Hinge. It probably is Hinge. I think that's what it's called.
I've had pretty good success with Hinge. Hinge seems to be right for me.
It's just like really funny. I'm just like, whenever I see that commercial, I'm like, what a funny commercial. The app created to delete. Wow. Whoever came up with that.
Yeah, I don't know about that ad slogan, but they seem to be using it a lot. I guess it sticks in your head. That's the most important
thing. Yeah, it sticks in your head. You know, that's what you need. You need.
Yeah. It doesn't have to make sense.
Yeah, you need something that sticks in like your viewer's head.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Just so when you think, oh, this, and then you think, oh, Hinge, that's an option. Right?
Look at you, man. Look at me. That sticks on my head. What the hell does that have to do with deodorant? Got none.
None.
I remember.
If you remember it as something, it'll come back.
What are they advertising?
It's just like
smell good.
It's sometimes like that idea of like when you think drinking Sunny D. It's just, why do you think Sunny D? It's just something you think about, and it just comes to your mind probably because the commercial was that good. Me when you were younger, you're like, oh yeah, I can have some Sunny D.
Yeah. Well, like the Tide commercial where you see grass stains and then you're supposed to think about Tide.
Yeah, or you see stains in a particular spot and you're like, yeah, I could use that Tide stick thing to like...
Yeah.
Because the commercials were done for it and you remember it and you're like, yeah, that worked in the commercial, so it should work on this.
Marketing must have really nailed it because it worked. Like, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
They did something right.
They did something right. Yep.
And we're not thinking of any other brand. We're thinking of Tide.
We're thinking about Tide, yeah.
So, like, there's probably a lot of competitors.
Yeah.
But we're not thinking about those guys.
No.
Yeah.
We're probably going for Tide, and, like, some people actually pick up, like, other brands if they see that it's cheaper or if it works.
Yeah,
other people be like, no, I want Tide.
I wonder if they had, like, 30 other commercials that just never went anywhere. And they're like, oh no, we should try this one. And this is the only one that made a hit. And
yeah. They probably tested with their audiences to see what makes the most impact.
But not even tested, like they tried other ones. They just, none of them worked.
Probably. They probably gone through like a number of ads.
I wonder how many failed ads they had before they
even like when you come to Toronto, oh my God, when you go to places here, the amount of ads you're surrounded by, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like you go to like downtown Toronto and
If you look
go
for it,
to,
it's astounding.
it's ridiculous compared to most other places. I don't think I see this many ads like when you go to like other places, like if you go to Edmonton or if you go to Calgary.
If you go to a major city, you see us. If you look for it, most of the time you're not aware, but if you actually pay attention, it's astounding.
There's a lot of cities that Toronto's crazy when it comes to ads. Toronto's crazy when it comes to ads in comparison, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because the ads are like in your face. They're
even,
literally in your
face. I don't
face.
even see them now. That's
like
right.
if you like.
That's right.
If you actually like drive down to if you're driving down to the CN Tower, let's just say, and you're passing past the waterfront area kind of, and you're driving past there, you see like even on the grass, you see like MasterCard, Visa, AMX, and I'm just like, okay.
You see it.
You look to the right or left, and there's like a number of other commercials, and I'm like. You drive to like what looks like a downtowny area. There's all of a sudden, if there's an open space, there's an ad there, and I'm like, bro, like, this is crazy. The amount of ads here.
It's the amount of money that's being pushed into that.
Yeah, they're like, oh.
It seems like, on one hand, it feels like it's unnecessary.
It probably is. It's unnecessary when we're looking at it, but then I guess somewhere.
Like you go through the day and you pass 5,000 ads and you don't even notice any of them.
Yeah.
On the other hand, maybe that's what makes this lifestyle possible. Is because this money is getting pushed around in circles.
Yeah.
If we didn't have that, maybe this whole thing wouldn't be here. Maybe the downtown is a byproduct of all these.
It's just like Tim Hortons. You don't think that the ad is working on you until you start buying from there.
And but even if you don't buy there, just the fact
just like the idea of you go to work and you have that tendency of getting coffee. You might not need coffee, but you don't feel like your day is starting without coffee. You know, just that feeling alone, it's just like really weird. I realized that I don't need it. When I was going to work, I used to buy a French vanilla like every day.
Yeah. Do you still do
then I don't anymore.
Oh, okay.
And then like as soon as we became work from home, like first couple of like
you work from home. Oh, you don't need Tim Hortons now.
And then they were like, I started working from home, and all of a sudden I started feeling weird. I'm like, oh God, it's not the same without the French vanilla from Timmy Hortons. It's not the same.
So you still went and got one.
I used to get the feeling too, and then after some time, I was like,
you got lazy.
I really don't need this.
You just got lazy. You're like, I can't be bothered to leave the house to go and then come back.
Yeah, no. Then I was just like, I really don't need this to start the day. It's fine. I started realizing that a couple of days down the road, and I'm like, oh, I guess I was spending money on this unnecessarily.
How much were you think you were spending on a weekly basis?
A lot. If I'm spending like, let's just say $1.90 a day, it adds up. It adds
every
up.
day, including Saturday, Sunday?
Except for the 2 off days every other day.
Okay, that's still $10 a week.
It's still...
And then sometimes you probably get more than just that.
Some days you're looking at either a donut, or other days you're looking at like an orange juice in the afternoon or something.
Get a sandwich?
No. A donut for sure. So some days a donut, so I'll get that. So it happens, but again, it fluctuates. But then now that it's no longer there, I'm not losing anything. Plus, I'm saving that money, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
So you realize how much of an impact that has on you.
Well, it becomes something you do on the way to work. But if you don't have to go to work, then it's no longer part of your routine anymore, right? Now it's an effort to go to Tim Hortons. It used to be part of the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I wonder if the business has actually gone down because of COVID.
I'm pretty sure it's gone down because a lot of places are like closed, or like a lot of Tim Hortons were within like malls and stuff. Their hours are now reduced. So.
Yeah. Starbucks. I guess Tim Hortons every corner, Starbucks in every corner. Starbucks is like a more extreme Tim Hortons because the prices are usually higher.
Yeah. Starbucks is still quite something, especially during summertime. Their summer drinks are like, wow. Their summer drinks are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the other thing I go there for. I don't get like actual coffee from there. I go there for
You
their
need your
summer.
caffeine fix. You need the buzz.
You need the buzz.
You need the buzz, you know, to get the day started. Otherwise,
Yeah, it feels.
you need the electricity, the spark plug.
Sometimes you need that. Sometimes I get it.
You got some crappy day. I need to get
Get the juice.
get some juice.
That's the juice. Oh God.
Well, I mean, especially if you're sleep deprived. Like,
yeah, you can, but like if you're, some days it's hard to wake up.
then you need the buzz. You need the buzz.
You need that extra energy to just be like, oh, I drove here, or I took the bus here, and I feel tired, and if I want to start the day, I need an extra.
Yeah.
Some extra energy.
You're just gonna fall. I don't know. Have you ever almost fallen asleep at work or fallen asleep? You done that?
Yes, for sure. Absolutely.
There's
no way.
I've done that a few times.
Yeah, no. Like after we go on a car ride somewhere and then we're like sleeping over somewhere else, I'll be like around 10, I'm like, oh God, I'm tired.
I used to like to nap at lunchtime. Like, I eat really quickly so that I can nap a bit.
Oh wow.
I used to try to do that. And you feel good afterwards. And then you're a little bit more focused after the nap.
Yeah.
Like
because you have more rest. So then it feels better.
But if you're super tired, you need to sleep. That's what it means.
Yeah. If you're tired, you need to sleep. You need to get that rest.
Like
you can't.
In theory, I think it would have been better if I could have just napped long time and just worked a bit later.
The "You're not yourself if you're hungry" commercial, the O. Henry commercials, right? It's like that. It's like that.
Yourself, you're sleepy and grumpy.
With your sleep, yeah.
Yeah, I can't focus very well when I'm sleepy. I don't know about you.
God, it's horrible. It's terrible.
It's a hard day. It's just everything's
really
a struggle.
That's really tough.
I don't know why we have to feel so much suffering. Like, why? Why does our body have to make us suffer?
It's time for us to become more AI-like.
Well, why couldn't it make us like suffer in the evening? Like when it's time to go to bed, then it's time to suffer.
Yeah.
Why does it have to make us suffer in the morning when we wake up?
Oh God.
Who's that benefit?
Yeah, in the morning, it's a pain when that happens. Oh God, it's such a pain.
How can that be helpful for evolution? Every time they wake up, I gotta do things.
The pain is so bad.
Oh, the
God.
Frustration of existing. I gotta do this again. Every day. 5 days a week.
It's horrible when it becomes like a repetitive cycle. Oof.
Yeah, well, it's not bad if you're well rested, but it's hard when you're tired and you're going to something you don't want to do.
Yeah, if you have like a number of things in your mind, and you have to put all that together, oh boy, and you're tired. Oof.
I don't know how people, when they say they get like 4 hours of sleep a night, I don't know how they...
Some people just need 4 hours of sleep to function.
Yeah, but most people are not like that. Like, there's a few of those, but I'm talking about most people, they just...
But then, 4 hours of sleep, and then you get up and work, and then you go back to sleep for like another 4 hours or something.
No, that's different. Yeah, you still get 8 hours in the end.
Yeah, that's okay. If you're splitting it up, that's fine. That's fair.
Yeah. But some people are like, I need sleep. And then, like, how much did you get? I got 3 hours. And how long have you been doing that? Like 3 years? What? Huh?
Yeah, because there's like studies and stuff that show that if you sleep, like if you sleep for 8 hours or up to 8 hours or anything more than 7 hours during like for the past, like let's just say you're out throughout most of your life, like let's just say you're 40, you actually waste like a year of your actual time sleeping or something like that. It's crazy.
Probably.
Yeah, it's something ridiculous. So I'm just like, oh my God. When you hear something like that, you get scared. You're like, oh my God.
Whoa, I don't know if I've heard this theory. What is it?
Like if you like let's say sleep for like 7 hours a day.
10 hours a day.
Or I don't think it's 8. Anything between like 7 to 8 hours a day or more. Okay. You actually waste like over 20 years or 30 years or 40 years in your life. You actually waste like a year or two of your actual like time that you could have used for other things.
So it's the study's trying to tell you to sleep less.
Yeah, kinda. Well, it's not telling you to sleep less. It's saying that you're actually wasting time sleeping, or you're wasting like a ton of time sleeping.
It's saying you don't need that much sleep. That's what it's trying to tell you.
Basically, you might want to reassess your sleeping.
Well,
if you sleep
that
not much.
assumes that sleeping is not the goal. I quite like sleeping. I don't know about you. I enjoy sleeping.
Yeah.
I have a good time when I'm asleep. I don't consider that wasted.
Yeah, it's a perspective thing. Some people just don't like sleeping for that long. They're like, oh, yeah, I could have done other productive things with this time frame. And I'm just like, yeah, I guess. You could, but
It's
could
just you
do
don't
it?
remember it. It doesn't mean that you weren't let's say I don't know what I did last month unless I wrote it down or something significant happens. I don't remember. It was kind of a flash. Unless a big event, maybe briefly. But that's like the dream. I don't know what I dreamed about, but is it that much different than what I did a month ago? Like in my memory, it's just like gone regardless. Maybe they were both good.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe they were both good.
Right?
Yeah, it is a perspective thing. It does depend. It does change from people to people. It just, some people will go, oh, I can't believe I wasted this much time sleeping. I don't feel as productive. I guess I need to work more.
Actually, I remember one of my dreams
Other
last
individuals
night.
will go, oh, sleeping is great. I'll sleep. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. But yeah, some people would just get very bothered by it. Because some individuals are very like driven and they want to get things done, and
I mean, you got stuff that you have going on in your life and you really want to focus on it, then that makes sense. If you're trying to squeeze every minute out of your day. But I don't think most of us are in that.
In that category?
Or maybe we think we are, but then you actually look at what you actually spent your time in the day and you realize probably
Not.
you wasted a lot more than you need to do.
Yeah.
There are some people where they actually are in time-constricted situations, but I don't think most of us have that, or at least it doesn't last that long. I remember one of my dreams last night, actually. We were playing video games. We were playing them.
That's because we were playing video games.
Yeah. But this dream, we were playing a video game. And it was like some kind of Mario game or something, with jumping on platforms.
Okay.
And we get to a certain spot, and I just remember I have to carry a tree up a hill. And I'm like,
No.
I can't carry a tree up a hill. I'm not strong enough. Like, I can't do that.
Oh, God.
And I just like get frustrated. Like this is too hard.
Oh, God.
And it's like that nightmare. I wake up, I'm all sweaty. I'm like, no, we gotta
my God.
do the thing I can't do. Yeah, it was a weird twist between I'm doing all the things that are like there's no physics, and suddenly I have to do a task. And I'm like, oh wait, this is really hard.
Oh my God.
I can't do that.
I can't do it. It's
can't lug a tree up a
that
hill.
special mini game. It's that special mini game.
I suddenly had a moment of
Realization.
reality. I'm playing a game, well, there's no physics, and suddenly I'm like, oh, wait a second. I have some kind of awareness.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes in your sleep you get that second of consciousness where
It was like almost a lucid dream moment.
You're
almost.
like, why am I doing this? What is the purpose of me doing this?
Yeah.
What is my goal of doing this?
It was like a lucid dream moment, but it was just like...
And then you realize, oh, it's all a dream. Forget about it.
Except I didn't know it was a dream. I just knew I couldn't do all the things I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Suddenly nothing, I have no power all of a sudden.
Oh, wow. You have no power. Oh, God, yeah.
No power.
You're like, oh, what is... there's always times when you get up in your sleep and you go, oh, what was that dream about? Why was everything upside down in that dream?
Do you ever write them down? I write all of them down. If I can.
I never write them down.
Oh, I try to.
Sometimes, like there was a time in my life where I used to just wake up by hitting the last thing I remember is in the dream is that my face hit like the concrete on a sidewalk, and then I just woke up.
So you gone.
Yeah. Splat. And then I just wake up with like feeling some sort of an impact on my face. Like it feels like I
With your
did-
face squashed in a pillow. Blah.
it feels like it hits something, but maybe not, and then it just goes off. You have some sort of a feeling on your face, and then you just come back, and I'm just like, oh, what is that?
Ooh.
And that's happened to me a couple of times. Like there was a time frame that used to happen like super often, but then it's changed over time. But yeah.
So
It's a
like you
super
can
weird feeling.
you can feel sensations.
Yeah, you can feel certain things. Like I fall down, I hit it, and I'll like flinch from it, and then
You
I'll
recoil. Ooh.
and then I'll just be like, oh, what? I'll get up and I'll be like, what?
What did I hit? I'm still in the bed.
Yeah, and then I'm like,
felt
oh,
the
okay.
impact.
I'm just like, okay, yeah, it was a dream. Okay, no problem. Yeah, yeah.
You ever? I haven't done this myself, but filmed yourself while you're sleeping.
No, I think that's weird.
But I think it would be interesting if you had like a weird nightmare and you wake up and you had like all this imagery of what you think was happening and you wrote it down quickly. And then you watched the video to see what you were doing. I think it would have been interesting to see were you rolling? Were you moving? Were you flailing around?
Yeah, that'll be really good for like research to see what is happening to the body when you're,
Well, I remember there was this audiobook, I forget the name, but it wasn't Neil deGrasse Tyson. It was some other big science dude, some famous guy. And he's talking about technology that's almost within our grasp. And we're almost there. We think we'll get there someday. And one of them was, we think we can almost see like what we're thinking with like a device. We can almost there.
Yeah.
So in theory, that means you'd be able to record daydreams or dreams, or at least you'd be able to record the visual. You'd be able to stick something into your head, and it might not even be color, but you'd be able to get some kind of outline of what you are imagining.
Oh, okay.
And I just think that would be great to see what you're dreaming. Record that in video footage. You'd just trip out over that.
It would be something really interesting, but imagine sticking something like that in your head. Oof.
That would be so good for music videos or any kind of visual. You just show that on YouTube. I'm going to upload my dreams from the night before. Look what this guy was dreaming. Holy crap.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. You can see my Mario jumping, tree dragging experience. I can just throw it up on the feed.
Oh wow! Just like put it right up.
Check this out, man. What were you thinking?
We're just gonna be connected 24 hours to like.
I'd love to see people's dreams on video.
Oh god,
it'd be great. And that could become the norm. That wouldn't even be weird. They would just be like, yeah.
There's a lot of weird things that have happened. So I guess, yeah, it's possible. I guess.
It'd be so cool to see what's going on in my own head. I want to see my own dreams. What the hell was I dreaming last night? Right?
The hell was that dream? Because
what was that? I want to see it again. God. I want to rewatch that. Let me put pause. Zoom in. I want to check out. Who was the chick that I thought I was dating in the dream? Who was that actually? I want to replay that moment.
Let's try to find this person. Let's copy this image, put it on the Google image search, and find this person.
I remember there was
I saw you in my dream. Why did I see you in my dream?
See, I have proof.
Here.
Here's the video footage.
Here's the video. I'm not trying to be a creeper.
I realized that you're white and she was Asian, but trust me.
Again, I'm not trying to be a creeper, but it was clearly you.
You can have your Inception moment.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever had that. No? Have you ever died in a dream?
I don't know if I've died.
No, I've died.
In my dream, but like, I don't remember all my dreams, but some of them, I don't have dreams as frequently anymore. I used to have it more frequently, but...
I don't know if that's possible. I think you just don't remember them. I think everyone has dreams every night.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure biologically you have to
I used to still remember like waking up and then it would still be a dream that's ongoing. Like occasionally I could I would see that, but now I'm not noticing it at all.
Mm.
Yeah, and I don't know why that is. If there is anything going on, I highly doubt. But
I'm pretty sure that every night everyone dreams. I don't think you have a choice.
I know my dog used to dream. I know that for a fact. You can tell when your pets are dreaming. Apparently, their feet, their like legs are shaking in between their in between their sleeves. They'll like flinch a bit, and then it's usually a sign that they're like dreaming and stuff. And I'm like, oh my god, that's so weird.
It's alive. It's not a. It definitely has a. There's something in there.
Yeah. Something's happening. He's chasing something.
Chasing something. Something's chasing him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can record your dog's video dream. You can see what the hell your dog was dreaming about.
He's probably chasing food. He loves food.
That would be interesting.
Oh,
the dog's chasing the mailman again. Oh, he caught the mailman.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, I wonder what happens. What does the dog think is going to happen when he's chasing, like, does it have an idea? Oh, he's actually might catch him? Like they chase like a car or something.
Yeah.
What do they really think is going to happen if they catch up to the car? They have no idea, do they?
I don't know. Maybe he's planning to bark at it, and the car will like.
You know, what's the end goal?
I don't know. Like back up. I don't know. The car will go in reverse and back up. I don't know.
I guess I did that when I was a kid. I just ran after stuff. Ah! And you get there, you're like, oh, I guess I ran after something else. Ah! I used to do it with trains. I would run after trains, and my parents would get terrified.
Oh, God.
Because I didn't know. I was too young and stupid. So my grandparents would try to chase me down. I'd go, train! Chasing after this moving vehicle.
Oh, God. Maybe that's your inner child that wants to go on an adventure. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, not really thinking. We're just chasing.
Chasing your dreams.
Chasing the thing. We don't know what the thing is. We don't even understand the thing. What is a train? I had no idea. What the hell is that? Train, car, plane, same thing, right? I don't know.
All you know is that it's probably moving faster than a car. So you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get on that train and it will take me somewhere else.
No idea.
Far away from here.
Do you have any of those almost got killed when you were a kid scenarios? Did anything like that happen?
Oh, yeah.
Get into big trouble when you were kids like that?
Yeah, there's like, of course, like when I was younger, there was some like flu I got when we went back to like visit some of our relatives and stuff. Oh my God. I got this flu, and then like it was some sort of viral fever.
Ooh.
And then like I couldn't, like I remember going to like one of my relatives' houses, and then I was absolutely fine. I was just there. I had food. I felt a bit tired, or like we were traveling for some time, so I'm like, I want to lay down. So I just like laid down in their bed for some time. I got up. I had like a fever at that point after I got up.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, like, my feet, like I had a hard time like sitting upright. Like I felt like there was clearly some sort of a balance issue. Like I felt really weird, like having to sit straight and having to stand up. I felt like the floor was like shaking, and it was weird. I found it very hard. Like standing up, it felt like there was fire underneath my feet. Ooh. And so it was like real strange. So they took me to like a doctor that was close to there. He looked at me and he was like, yeah, we need to, and I found it like very hard even waiting for the doctor. Like even sitting there at his clinic was like hard. And he was like, yeah, you need some medical attention or something. And then
he's probably gonna not make it otherwise.
They took me to like a bigger hospital, and then like I was there overnight, I think. And then the next day I was absolutely fine. They gave me some medicine, and then like they told like my mom that they weren't sure if I was gonna make it while I was like there. My mom told me this afterwards.
Oh wow.
And then
it was intense.
Yeah, it was like really bad. Like I had a hard time. And then the next day I was fine.
Nope, you're good.
It just went away.
He kicked it one night.
Yeah.
Whatever it was is gone.
It was gone just like that. And I'm like, wow, that's something. I don't know what it was, but it was gone. And after that, I'm like, don't like viral fevers. That's why I'm like, kind
I
of
almost died, but I couldn't control it. I couldn't prevent it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything when I had it.
Yeah.
I guess I learned my lesson.
Oh God, it was terrible though. It was just, oh God, I still remember like the temperature I had that day and like how bad it was. Everything was shaking. It was so bad. Yeah, like I would get up and it would just be like, the floor is just the floor feels like it's slightly starting to tilt one way or the other way.
Oh man.
And it was just really bad.
The whole world is moving around.
Yeah, it was just horrible.
No, I haven't had a viral infection. It almost killed me. I've been fortunate enough to have lucked out on that. I fell out of shopping cart multiple times. I had this habit of climbing up on, you know what I mean? You climb on the shopping cart when you're a kid and you stand up in the cart. Or even better, you stand up on the kids, like the thing above the cart.
Yeah.
You stand up at that and just start dancing or shaking your booty. Or
Oh God.
Yeah, I used to love standing up in that for some reason.
Which is
And
not recommended.
my parents have memories of me falling off that on several occasions.
Oh God.
Like falling and flipping and landing right on my back. Ah!
Oh God.
Like he looked like he was falling in slow motion. I saw it flashing before my eyes. Then I land and go, ooh.
Oh God.
Yeah, we really have no concept of danger when you're that age. You don't know. I almost didn't
All
make
I
it.
know is that I was a very calm child, an angry, calm child.
Angry and calm, those don't go together.
Mm-hmm.
So you were just like, I am very upset today.
Mm-hmm.
Today is not a good day. Just like yesterday.
Yeah. Almost. You almost got it. Just like angry because I don't like things and calm because I'm not like a super energetic. I'm not like a super energetic child. I'm not gonna like jump around and I'm not gonna get up and like dance. Hell no. That's not me. No.
I like this image of you where you're just upset at everything, but you accepted it. You're like, this is hell and I'm part of it.
Yeah. I just know it.
You had your own emo phase going on there.
I never had an emo phase, thank God. Emos kind of just scared me. I'm like, y'all scare me.
Well, that's kind of a white thing, right?
Is it really?
I don't know any brown emo kids.
Oh God.
Why is that? Why is there no brown emo goths?
I don't know. You have to ask.
Where is that?
I don't know. I don't know why.
Where's the black emo kids? Where are they? There's gotta be some, right?
I don't know if I necessarily remember any. I remember like there was a ton of.
Well, what would your parents have said if you came home and you had, I don't know, what is it, eyeliner and
Oh God.
like, piercings?
My sister
and
was
tattoos?
an emo for like a very short amount of time.
All right.
Again, you could call that bad influence, but.
Well, I thought it was just a fashion statement. I liked the way it looked for a while. I thought it was cool looking.
I did not like it. I'm like, oh God, why this?
Well, it made you look like a rock star. Eh?
I guess.
I want to look like a rock star. Hell yeah.
If you could go everywhere on your skateboard, yeah, that's fine.
And you skateboard? Yeah, somehow those got connected. How does skateboard turn into a rock star?
I don't know. You just think.
Avril Lavigne, I guess?
I don't know. You just think skateboard and you think, oh, cool guy.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow those got connected.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's right. All of the emo kids and the punk kids were skateboarding somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somehow that was together.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if Green Day ever had anything to do with skateboards though. We somehow lump those two together.
No clue. I don't remember that per
Yeah.
se, but.
No, Green Day. Remember Green Day, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, those guys were huge. And then there was like My Chemical Romance. I don't remember a lot of them. But yeah. So it was always skateboards. It always had to do with graffiti on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow those were the same people as well.
Yeah. How did they get away from the cops? On their skateboard. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, they weren't really
It's always
motorcycles.
it was always either their skateboards or on their bikes.
Yeah, it
But
wasn't a
it's usually-
motorcycle. It was a bicycle.
It was a bicycle. Yeah, not a motorcycle. No.
Maybe the age. It had to be young. It had to be before motorcycle age.
Yeah, it would be before motorcycle age. Yeah.
I guess it had to be high
Usually.
school. Yeah, couldn't afford a motorcycle in high school.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's right. No, I always thought those kids they looked cool. I always thought they looked cool.
Depends on.
Or maybe I just always liked the emo girls. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what it was. Something
God.
about those chicks.
I'm just like, yikes.
I don't know. A girl on a skateboard. Somehow that did it for me.
I'm just like, no. This is
No skateboarding girl.
No, I'm just like emos. Yeah, no, bye. I can't deal with that. Y'all look sad. Why are y'all sad? Be happy.
I remember there was one emo girl in junior high. I think her name was Gwen.
Okay.
It's Gwen or Brooke or one of the two. I never actually could figure out which one because I called her both names and somehow she responded to both. But I don't know what her real name was. And I didn't know her well, but she was hanging out with a bunch of punks or goths or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what they were. And at the time I was
People
wary.
that were wearing all black. Okay.
At the time I was wary of these kids. I
Okay.
thought they were bad news because my parents were against them or whatever.
Yeah. They were bad
And
news.
one day she came up to me and she said, I have here a document.
Okay.
And on the document, I had a whole bunch of boys' names.
Okay.
And she said, I'm doing a game. It's a petition where every guy gives me a kiss. And then these are the list of names. Would you like to be one of them?
What?
And I was like, ooh. Ooh, I've never kissed a girl before. This is grade 9. Grade 8, grade 9. I don't know, somewhere.
Oh God. Okay.
And so I was like,
she had a list of
so
names.
do
Oh my
I?
God, that's
so
weird.
what do I do? She's like, you can kiss whatever you want. So I gave her a kiss on the cheek, and at that moment, my teacher was watching. She was like, oh, and I felt so embarrassed. Oh no! So I went away, and
I ran away.
then
What?
about
The
a few
teacher
days
saw me.
later, so there's a follow up. There's a few days later.
Yeah.
Someone motioned to me and said, someone has a crush on you. I was like, ooh, she does? Who? And it's like, the girl over there. I was like, who? And then I couldn't figure out who it was. And they're like, eventually I was looking around. I figured out it was the girl who had the piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that actually was a petition. I think she just wanted me to give her a kiss. Which is
Oh.
so sweet in retrospect. It's so nice and cute. But I didn't get the hint.
Yeah.
I thought she was serious. And then ever since then, I guess I've had a thing for punk goths because the one that I didn't get the hint at the moment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. That's an interesting story. Wow. Yeah, I was just like really thrown off. I mean, she had a list of names. I was like so thrown off. I'm like,
but it sounds
what?
like it was all fake. It sounds like it was all just a
Yeah,
setup.
I'm just like, why?
But it's so cute now in retrospect. I wish I'd been smarter. Aww.
Well,
then again,
you're also thrown off by the fact that the teacher was there.
Yeah,
that's
I
awkward.
was so thrown off on so many different things. On one thing, I was against that because of other influences which I hadn't had thought through.
Mm-hmm.
It was goth punk at the time I thought were bad.
Yeah.
A, B, I hadn't considered a girl that would be interested in me.
Yeah.
Had never kissed a girl before. Teachers watching.
Mm-hmm.
And then like years later, I thought, oh shoot, I missed a shot. Missed my chance.
Wow.
The one that got away. Gwen or Brooke, or if you're listening, sorry, babe. I missed my shot. You gave me a good one. I blew it. Sorry, babe. Just want to see you.
Oh God. Oh God.
You have one of those?
I have a
One
lot
that
of
got away?
stories. A lot of stories.
Yeah?
A lot of high school stories. Yeah, very interesting high school life. I came here in grade 12, just for like the grade 12 year mainly, and that was quite a year. There's a lot of like changes. Moving from Vancouver to like Edmonton is big, because you're going from like a somewhat bigger city to like a somewhat small town slash
Yeah,
city.
retrospect. Yeah,
It was a tough change because the crowd changed so much, and I'm like, wow, people are different in what felt like different in multiple ways, and I'm just like, I feel like this is a different atmosphere altogether.
Okay.
But I guess it was, in one way or another, it's always good to have that change because it gives you more perspective.
Yeah, that's something you don't appreciate when you're young. Change is actually okay.
Change is okay because change has to happen at some point.
At the time, you think this sucks.
Yeah. You're like, wow, this is not... Like, it took me a while to get used to the idea of, like, that particular city. And I'm like, I guess with time, it'll become easier.
Yeah. I seem to hear that a lot. Everyone is like, when they moved a lot when they were young, they hated it at the time. And then later, like, oh, I got to see a lot.
Yeah. You get to see a lot more.
Yeah.
You get to experience a lot more. So it's interesting. You feel like you've already traveled, so it's something.
You have perspective.
Yeah, it's good to have that growing up, because you can like when you move forward in life, you can put things in perspective and say, maybe I did that wrong at that point, and maybe I can try to correct it now, or maybe I could do it better in the future.
Probably not. It won't be exactly the same. You'll mess it up the next time, but at least you know.
At least you know you messed up.
At least you know it happens. You're aware of it.
At least you know you messed up.
Yeah. And
then from there, you can always try to improve. You can always try to improve. Always try to get better. It's hard to do, but you can always try.
At the very least, it makes a story if you think of it in the right lighting. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure we appreciate stories as much as we used to. Like, we used to gather around and tell stories.
Because stories have lost their impact and people have forgotten how to tell stories. Yeah.
I think it's just we don't spend time telling stories anymore because there's so many videos to watch. So why tell a story?
Yeah.
We got a video instead.
Yeah, video is more visually appealing for us to do or
it's
watch.
More stimulus.
Yeah. Because a story, or if we're reading a book or something, we have to imagine it. A lot of time we have to visualize it, which means we're depending more on ourselves, which might not happen.
Well, that's D&D. D&D storytelling. That's what that is.
Yeah, D&D storytelling. But yeah, again,
you're a big D&D guy.
I'm not a big D&D guy. I just got into some, like, I wanted to do D&D for a while. Like, Wendell was very much. I remember there was a time when our friend Wendell was into D&D like a lot.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I remember that for a while, and I wanted to get into D&D, but it never happened. And because you need to have like a party of your own or something, like there's places that you can go ahead and get started at, but it's a bit. You need to get that initial push as well. And I'm like, this is awkward. I don't know how good the people I'm gonna go see there are, or how.
Well, what's the thing you like about it now? What's the thing that keeps attracting you?
The whole thing of like, what was attracting me then was just like, I'm like, it's a different type of like gameplay. It is kind of on a tabletop. It is kind of like a board game, kind of like. I got into board games a bit later in my life, and it was super interesting. It was super interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I started playing it and I'm like, wow, this is something. Like, if you find the right game, it's quiet. Board games can be very interesting. And sometimes you spend like hours playing it and you don't even know the time.
D&D goes for hours in general.
Yeah. And then you don't even realize the time is flying. So like, that's how I kind of started thinking about why not D&D. Right. But then I never like found the group to actually play D&D with. And then now, I don't know if you know, there's a lot of like, shows, what am I saying? There's a lot of new games that are out that use like D&D rule sets. And so
I don't know. No.
Yeah, there's like games like Solasta and stuff that are
that Solasta video game is based on D&D.
Yeah.
Oh.
That uses like D&D rule sets. So it's very interesting because it's an actual game I can play but at the same time it uses D&D rules, so it's interesting. It's a very like it's a great gateway for me to kind of get into D&D kind of. So it's useful. It's very interesting, and of course they do storytelling pretty decently well. So yeah, it's great. It's great so far.
I was always intimidated by the rule book. I think it looks terrifying.
The rule books are oh god, it looks scary to me as well.
It looks scary, man.
I've been through it, and I'm just like, this is weird. How am I going to remember all these rules? Right?
Like that thing itself looks like you got to read all the Lord of the Rings just to understand how to play the game. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like
I don't know if it is.
Anything with like a big rule book is actually very hard to do. That's why when you like play like an online game, it's just like, oh, okay,
They've done all the work for me.
It's done most of the work for me. I can just pick it and then roll, right? And it makes it that much easier. And of course, you enjoy the process of it a bit more. I feel like maybe if you've like maybe spend like a half an hour to an hour, I've heard, sometimes creating a character. I can imagine how that can be very heartbreaking when that character dies or something. I don't know.
I've only played it twice.
Yeah.
One of them, it wasn't their fault, but I think I was just really tired. I fell asleep in it. I don't think there was anything wrong with the game. I think I just was tired that night.
Yeah.
But they like got pissed off at me, and they didn't invite me after that.
Oh wow.
Which is reasonable. I mean, I deserved it.
Yeah, if you fall asleep, yeah, probably. I can
It is not a good impression.
I'm not that bad a narrator. It's probably what they thought.
I think I came in with the wrong mindset. The idea of you creating your own character and inserting it in this world is cool.
Yeah.
That is fun.
Yeah. And there's like different books with different quest lines for you to follow, and it's very interesting. If you go into like some stores that still sell those books, it's quite something. They have a lot of options. There's like quest lines for certain levels to certain levels, and it's something. They have a lot of things that they can come up with, and I'm like, wow.
Do you use the same character most of the time, or is it?
Different? I created 2 new characters just to see it. They already had pre-built characters on there, so I was just going with that so far. But then I'm just like, I should create my own characters, so I created like 2 new characters, and then I thought I should just like see what happens as I play along. So yeah, so when I get downtime, I'll game and see how that goes.
And those things go for hours. It's like you got to book your day off. Or evening off at least.
On my off days, I'll usually game somewhere. Like there's a couple of different things I play. Of course, I'll play this game. But there's also like what is it called, Grifflands, which was another game that came out, which is also pretty good. It's more a rogue card game, I guess, a roguelike card game. It's pretty decent. So it's good. That's another one.
They don't always involve Dungeons and Dragons, do they? It doesn't have to involve slaying dragons in dungeons.
No.
It seems like you can do a lot of different things in the game.
Yeah, no, of course. Like this, Grifflands is a different game. It's not a D&D game at all. Okay. It's just like a different game. It's a card game. It's a roguelike game, I guess. If you want to put like a genre on it. It's pretty interesting. I started playing it. It's pretty good. There's a couple of different games like that. I got really into like roguelike games as well. What is it
that appeals to you about these games? It sounds like it's different depending on the person. It's not the same.
Yeah, it's just I like strategy games a lot. So for me, when I like start building like a deck or something, and you have different characters that play differently, you're kind of trying to optimize the best way to play, but at the same time, you want to see what each of the cards do. Sometimes you get very interesting effects, and you want to like put those things together to see.
For sure.
Yeah, just to see what you get.
Combination of this makes that.
Yeah. It's very interesting when you do that. The game gets more and more interesting, and you get more and more involved in it. So it's fun. And for me, a lot of this is like, my mind kind of sees this all as problem solving, and I'm like, and I kind of like that. Not like as a child, if you give me like math problem solving, I'm bored. Like it's not fun for me to do.
Somehow there's like a type of problem solving that's enjoyable.
That's enjoyable.
And there's a type that's not.
That's not.
I'm not sure what the line is.
The line is very like hard to define. I can't.
Like
really
if you were doing
explain it.
math questions in D&D, it probably wouldn't be
It
enjoyable.
wouldn't be enjoyable.
But somehow some of the problems are fun to do. And sometimes you play a whole video game where the whole game is problem solving, and that's fun somehow.
Yeah.
Like Portal is like one of the best-selling games of all time at one point.
Yeah, Portal is one, and I think Firewatch was another big one that a lot of people used to play.
And that's still problem solving.
Yeah.
And somehow that's
Firewatch,
fun
Firewatch also has a lot of problem solving. There's another game that was really famous for being a puzzle-related game where you're stuck on an island or something and you're just working on puzzles. I don't know what it was called. Yeah, it was something like that. I don't completely remember.
I wonder what it is about some problem-solving games that make it fun compared to just problem solving. Like
maybe it's because it's being presented differently. Maybe it's because it's being presented as a game.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I wonder what that
Maybe
is. Because like if we could figure that out, I think that would be really useful. I don't know what, but I'm pretty sure that's an important thing.
Yeah.
If we could figure out what makes the Portal problem solving better than doing trigonometry questions. Somehow that's different.
It's probably also the atmosphere. You're going to a class where they're like, yeah, welcome to trig class. Welcome to trig class.
I mean, maybe some kids like it, but it's like definitely a smaller portion compared to everyone liking Portal.
Everybody else, they're just like, oh.
Yeah,
Like a lot of people like shooters. They don't really, before they get into it, they don't really know much about guns. But as they get into it, they're like, oh.
So we're setting the stage, right?
Yeah.
So like when you walk into the Portal universe, you see, well, it's a sewer, really.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Portal is always like a laboratory or a sewer. That's the whole game. So that's not really a nice place to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't seem to reply. What else do they have? They have colors? No, that's not enough.
Mm-hmm.
The music maybe is good. I don't know. I don't remember the music much. You have music in math class, maybe makes it better.
If that was the case, oh my god.
Okay, so I don't think any of those things.
Yeah.
So the type of problem, what do you do in Portal? You stick a circle in one spot, and you stick a circle in another, and somehow choosing where to stick the circle, somehow that's enjoyable.
Oh god.
What? Like that doesn't sound obvious.
Yeah, no.
How is that so much fun?
Yeah, no, it makes no sense. It honestly makes no sense.
I stick a circle in another, and the thing goes through the circle. And that's the most fun ever.
Oh god.
Somehow that's super enjoyable.
Yeah, Portal was rated pretty high too. I remember in a bunch of like reviews, Portal 1
Oh yeah.
and Portal 2.
Dynamite game.
I think were
It's so good.
yeah. Portal 2 even was like considered a very good game.
I couldn't actually finish the game. I had it. I can't finish it because I get motion sickness whenever I play it.
Really?
I get so nauseous.
Oh wow.
It is disorienting.
Oh okay.
It's very disorienting.
I've never played that game, so I can't even comment. It probably is weird. I probably looked up. I remember seeing Portal, but for some reason I never got into it.
I can only play for like a few minutes at a time. And I
Yeah.
get sick. I want to play, but I'm just.
It's like I don't know. Have you played any of the old Telltale games?
What's this?
Like I don't know if you remember like any of the Walking Dead like Telltale games. I don't know if you remember.
All right.
It's very like story driven, and you make choices. And
Sounds
it's
a zombie
very,
game.
yeah. So that's That's just the Walking Dead ones. There's a Walking Dead one, and then there's one with Batman where they have
You're Batman.
where you're Batman. I believe you're Batman, and then there's a Telltale game of that.
Yeah.
There's also a couple of. There was a oh my God, what was it called? That really famous series. Why do I keep forgetting this? It's so famous. People hate me for forgetting this. By J.R.R. Martin. What is that?
Game of Thrones.
Oh my God, I'm so
George
stupid.
R.R. Martin or something like that.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So Game of Thrones, there was a Telltale version of that with like another bunch of houses or something.
So it's problem solving. You go around.
It's kind of like everything that happens kind of in the show. Like, oh, you ally with somebody, blah blah blah. You betray them. You don't keep your word. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's things like that. In the show, it was just like too much. So eventually, I just stopped watching Game of Thrones. I'm like, I can't do this show. It's just too much for me.
Too much, man.
There's too much going on.
Too many
I'm
things
just like,
happening.
I need to draw a line somewhere, and this is where I'm drawing that line. No, I can't keep track of it. I'm gonna have to like have like a sticky board filled with which family is like
who's doing what?
Who's doing what
betrayed
where.
who,
Have like a whole
belongs to
map
who.
up. Buy the book, get the map, put it up on the wall, and then put like pins on it.
You think George R.R. Tolkien has that?
Probably.
I guess he has to. How else could you keep track of characters?
It's crazy.
Yeah, how could you keep track of all those people unless you planned it out like a murder mystery serial killer with strings going one place to another?
This guy's on the wall. This guy's at Stark Fortress.
Yeah, otherwise you're just going to mess up
This
your
guy's at
plots.
King's Landing.
Yeah, how could you possibly keep track
And
of
these two
everything?
people are right across the sea. And
Like this?
And I'm like, what?
Did you ever see the movie show Westworld?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I can't ruin that for you. All right, never mind. It's good. There's... So what can I tell you without ruining it? I haven't seen season 2, so I can only speak for season 1. Season 1 is done in such a way... Oh, wait, if I tell you it doesn't ruin it? Maybe not. I'm going to risk it. Everything is leading up to the last episode.
Okay.
But you don't know it. You think that the events are separate. And then you realize at the end that they're all connected. And it blows your mind. It's a different kind of storytelling. It's one I haven't really seen anywhere before. Not much. Maybe in the movie.
I should probably watch it then. If it's different, if it's a different way of storytelling, I'll probably enjoy it.
I can't speak for season 2, but season 1 is incredible.
That's like, have you seen Scissor 7 at all?
Scissor 7?
Yeah.
Ooh, what's this?
Scissor 7, if you go on Netflix, is a show that they, I think it's a Netflix original show. I believe there was
It's a cartoon?
It's an anime.
Oh, I saw one episode of it.
It's actually pretty good.
Oh, okay. It just looked odd from the first episode. So
Yeah,
maybe I
the
didn't get
first
into it
episode,
enough.
I think it's by...
Maybe I didn't get in enough.
Yeah, just watch it. It's something.
Because episode 1, like, what is this?
Yeah, episode 1 might be a bit, but like episode 2 is pretty good.
Okay, why?
It's pretty good. Like it's a show that you kind of want to watch more of. And then season 2 came along, and I felt like I wasn't too interested in season 2 as much. Season 1 was just wow.
So something's different about the show. You're saying it's not just a regular anime. Something's special.
It's not your normal anime. Of course, like I think instead of this being from Japan, I think Series 7 is from China. I believe that is correct.
Okay.
There is some differences there, and maybe the animation style might be a bit different.
But it just looks about a ninja killing things.
Yeah, it is. It's just very, very. The way they do some of the story stuff is very interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Like first episode turned me off. Maybe it's something that I'm missing.
Watch it. It's something.
Okay, you piqued my interest now.
It's a very interesting show.
I do like different types of storytelling. I'm always in for that.
It's a very interesting show, and also the animation style is quite something.
Yeah,
If you
it's different.
It's
a
very
little-
the animation style is
Yeah.
very different, and then you start watching it, and you're like, wow, this is something. I've never seen this type of animation.
I hadn't seen that before as well.
Yeah, I'd never like.
I was a little off
Like the
put by it,
first,
though.
even like the first couple of scenes of it with like I think with the chicken that comes up.
Yeah, it seems very odd.
I'm just like, what is this?
Yeah.
And I felt a bit weird, but as I watched more
So
and
it
more
gets
of
better.
it,
Yeah.
it just gets really good. I'm like, wow.
Oh, okay.
So
It's
yeah,
one of
for
those
sure.
you have to
That's
stick it out.
that's one of those shows where you're just like, wow, this is quite something.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like those shows where it's not even
Another great show on Netflix was The 100.
What's that? I haven't heard of this at all.
Oh wow!
I don't know what this is at all.
The
What is
100
this?
is about.
Is it anime? Is it live action?
It's an actual show. It's not anime. It's like people acting in it. So it's about, what is it about again? I haven't watched it in a while now. So it's about how Earth is no longer livable and human beings had to live in like
Dystopia.
yeah, human beings had to live in like space for like a bit.
Okay.
And then they decide to come back down after 100 years or so, just to see what the atmosphere is like and to see if it's livable. So they send a couple of kids down here, and it turns out that it's okay, but there's some things going on Earth.
Sounds like After Earth with Will Smith and Jaden Smith.
I don't know if it's like that. Oh God.
You know what I'm
Really-
talking about?
Yeah.
Sounds like that.
Yeah, so then they come back, and it's a very interesting show. It really lures you in.
Okay.
Yeah, especially like after the first, you get very hooked. First season onwards, I think first season's good. Second season's pretty good. You kind of lose it somewhere in the fourth season or fifth season.
How many seasons are there?
I think there's 5 or 6.
Oh man, I'm not
But
got time for that.
Oh
Jeez.
my God.
Unless they're all individual, like The Simpsons, where every episode's beginning, middle, and end done.
Oh wow.
Or is it like everything's a cliffhanger every time?
That makes me feel like it's a Family Guy thing.
Yeah, I like that. I like the finished episode. I like that. I think that's undervalued. I like
Yeah.
Star Trek. Beginning, middle, resolved at the end. Instead of to be continued for the next
Star
3
Trek-
seasons.
Is Star Trek Discovery any good? The new one that's out, I guess.
Well, so if you, so the approach of that one is lots of sci-fi stuff. That's the goal: is pew, 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 spaceship shooting, flying around,
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
And if you like that, I guess it's okay. I like the kind of Star Trek where it's all about exploring new concepts. Like that's what I like. The next generation is all a new idea, right? There's a new thing we're exploring. That's the kind of Star Trek I appreciate. To boldly go whatever, something.
My dad's a huge fan of that.
Yeah. So like there's some Star Trek episodes where just the ship is blowing up. And that's like the whole episode. You're like, God damn it.
Oh, God.
Oh no, this part of the ship's messed up. Oh no, the other part of the ship's messed up. Captain, we lost engineering. Ah, shoot. It's like, there's like a lot of episodes like that of a lot of Star Trek. And like, this is stupid.
Yeah. They're gone.
I can't get into that.
Oh wow.
The one I do like is the Orville. Do you know what this is?
Orville?
That's my favorites. That and Next Gen are my favorite Star Treks.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what the Orville is?
No, I have no clue.
The Orville is Star Trek, but it's created by Seth MacFarlane,
Oh.
who made all of Family Guy.
Oh my God.
And he stars as the captain on the Orville.
Oh wow.
And it's live action.
Oh wow.
So you see Seth MacFarlane's take on Star Trek.
Oh wow, that's
And he
awesome.
does it. He does it like the Next Generation. He does it like exploring new ideas each time.
Oh wow.
Just it's funny because it's him.
It's him, yeah.
So
I like Seth MacFarlane's
I
type
think
of
it's
jokes.
great.
I like his type of jokes. It makes me happy. I don't know.
so it's currently they're trying to make season 3. I think it's the best current Star Trek out there at the moment. The one that they're still making episodes of. But it does mean you have to enjoy humor in like the Seth MacFarlane style,
Yeah.
which I do, so it's fine.
Which is great because that's what we grew up with, anyways.
Yeah, but I realize not everyone likes having a random offbeat cutaway joke
Yeah.
when they're expecting to see serious Star Trek hardcore thing
Yeah.
that may not be what they're getting into. But I like both, so it's okay.
Oh wow, I didn't know that was
Yeah,
a
the
thing.
Orville's great.
Wow. That's something for me to look up for sure.
The Orville's great. Season 1 of Westworld is really good. The season 1 of Westworld's not a funny show. It's a serious show. I think it's produced by J.J. Abrams.
Oh.
I think so. I'm pretty sure about that. Maybe fact check me there. But it's got Anthony Hopkins, if you like him. It's got Ed Harris. It's got big actors in it, like movie star actors.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Westworld, man. Check out those shows.
That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah, so I gotta check out Scissor 7. Interesting. A show I wrote off as bad, but maybe it's actually good.
Scissor 7 is not bad. What it's called? That show, Transylvania, I think.
It's about vampires, right?
Yeah, the vampire one, the animated vampire one. That one is pretty decent as well.
You have to like vampires, I guess.
Yeah, I guess, but yeah,
I was a little hesitant.
It's
Hear that.
you could absolutely say it's a Netflix original. You could absolutely tell by the way it's animated. You could kind of tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How so? I don't know what that means.
If you look at the animation style of Transylvania and the animation style of maybe Blood of Zeus, which is another show that came out, it looks very similar. Now it's probably by the same person, or by the same studio, but
All right.
yeah, it looks very similar. There's a lot of similarities in the style of they've done it. So I'm just like, wow, that's interesting.
What about Love, Death, and Robots?
Oh, was that one where they had a bunch of different stories? And yeah, I found that really weird. I don't know what to say about that one. I saw a bit of it and I'm like, what is this? Like, I was so confused.
Some were good. Some were really good.
Yeah,
Some of them were a little different, but
yeah, some of them looked really good and some of them were weird. And I'm just like, I don't know if I should be watching this or not. I was so confused. I'm like,
some episodes were phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's hit and miss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with Black Mirror, but Black Mirror is pretty consistent, I think.
I haven't watched that. I've watched Black Mirror. I have not.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh, you don't know what you're getting into.
No.
Well, if you like, what is Black Mirror similar to? What is similar to Black Mirror?
Is there anything similar to Black Mirror?
So every episode of Black Mirror is different actors, completely different actors. I mean, there might be like one, but there's no recurring. So every episode is different setting, could be different time. Doesn't matter. It's completely independent, separate stories.
Oh.
So they explore something to do with technology, an implication of what it could be. Let me see if I can think of an example. One episode is, so the idea is when you die, you have an option of saving your memories into a computer.
Oh.
That's essentially the premise of the show. And they're like, what happens then? So the idea is before you die, you can start interacting with other people who've saved their memories in the computer.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, once you've saved your memories, it's like you, but in a computer. So people are like, I'm going to explore the afterlife before I go there.
Hold up. So this is like...
Right? Like, it's deep.
I feel like there's a show on Amazon about this. Or a movie.
Well, there's another show called The Good Life, but I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
That's a different thing.
Okay.
This is just one single episode of the Black Mirror.
Yeah. Okay.
And the idea of we kind of created a heaven of people's thoughts, and then you can see what that's like beforehand. I mean, people die, they still die, but it feels like they're going to the afterworld because you stick their memories in this thing.
Yeah.
It's neat. Yeah. It is cool to see what that implication is.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the whole episode is of a girl who she's like about to pass on. So she's, I don't know, 80 or 90 or something. But when she's in this world, she's in her prime. She's in her 20s or something. So she's always in her young body and she's experiencing life as a young girl. And you don't really realize like what's happening until like later on in the episode.
Yeah.
For a lot of the episode, you just see her running around in the 70s, hanging out at disco, rollerblade discos and stuff. And you're like, oh, I guess it's a 70s old piece. No, this is how she remembers things and more wants to remember things.
Oh, okay.
This is like her version of heaven.
Oh, wow.
And then she meets a friend in that episode. I shouldn't tell you. I guess I'm spoiling the episode.
Yeah. You probably told
Anyway,
me
this
that,
is like one episode of 5 seasons of different things.
Oh, okay.
And each season is only 3 episodes, though.
Oh.
So that they put a lot into each episode, but there's only a few of them. Yeah, they're good. They're very well done.
Yeah.
They all have like 90 or 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow. Let's see if I can get into that.
Yeah, I think it's pretty easy to get into that particular show.
I should probably try.
Yeah, Love, Death, and Robots, Black Mirror, kind of similar in some ways. Like they explore a thing. It's a different thing each time.
They explore like similar sort of ideas.
It's a thing. You don't know what the thing is yet, but each episode's about a thing
Okay.
of some form. And they see where you can take that thing.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then the other one I like is Rick and Morty.
Oh, there's
I like
so
that
many
one.
fans for Rick and Morty. I can't even. Oh my god.
I love that show.
Oh my god.
I can't get enough of that one.
I don't know. That's another show that I could never get into.
Oh, you don't like that one? Interesting.
Yeah. There's a lot of shows I can't like get into. I don't know what it is. I just can't. I just look at it and I'm like, yeah, it doesn't click for me.
It's funny how that is, isn't it? It's like tasting a food. Somehow we eat the same thing, we taste the same flavor, and somehow it's bad for one and good for another. It's the same item.
It's the same item.
It's identical thing.
Yeah. It all comes down to preferences and likes and dislikes.
I never understand that. How a TV show can be the same show, and I don't like it and you like it, with the same food, and you don't like it and I like it. I don't get that. How can that be?
It could be life experiences. It could be many things that are like pushing it off for us. I don't know. Like I'll look at something and I'll be like, I really don't get that.
I don't get it. Yeah.
Yeah. I really don't get what they're trying to say in this show is what I'll say. And I'll be like,
And sometimes it's you don't have the context.
Yeah.
But sometimes you get the context, you're like, no.
It just doesn't click.
No, I still don't give a damn.
It just doesn't click.
You gave me all the necessary information to appreciate the beauty of this thing, and I hate it.
Yeah. I still don't like it. It didn't click for me.
It still tastes bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Still not my cup of tea.
Yeah, same with music.
Yeah.
Music, film, food,
Mhm.
pictures, art.
It's all like that.
You love it, you hate it. Movies.
You love it. Yeah, hate it.
We're all so different. We think we're the same.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe we're picking things that really don't matter. It's like, yeah, it's
Maybe.
different. Well, you're picking what? A movie? Who cares?
It's not something we like.
I guess it's the same thing with jobs. Maybe if you were to do my life, you'd hate it. If I were to do your life, I'd hate it.
Maybe. Maybe.
Works for one, doesn't work for another somehow.
Mhm.
Same with spouse. You fall in love with someone, you find something. Yeah, you find someone attractive, and someone else doesn't find the same person attractive. I didn't get that either growing up. You know, you have a buddy, and you're like,
Yeah.
that girl's hot, and the other one's like, I don't think she's attractive. Well, what? You don't get her? How do you see that?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Just differences.
Hmm.
Just
I
differences.
found that was bizarre. What? You don't think she's like the everything? You don't get that? You don't. She's not the world to you.
Oh God.
What? How?
How?
How is she not in your dreams? How is she not there?
Oh God.
How are you not seeing that?
Just a no. Just a big no.
It's like, no.
No.
I had that about a celebrity. It was I had a crush on Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne, man, that was my
Oh, God. Yeah.
singer. And I had another guy, and he's like, "You don't like her?" She's like, "No, she looks sticky."
She looks sticky.
She looks sticky. She looks sticky. Even if she's sticky, that's still not a turn off, man. She's sticky.
Oh
What?
God.
What are you talking about?
Is he trying to say that she looks very sweaty and would probably stick onto you? Is that-
I don't see that as a flaw.
Oh God.
Apparently, that's a turn off.
Apparently he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it if somebody gets too clingy, maybe.
No, I don't know.
Too clingy. Goodbye.
Well, if you look in like old movies,
Yeah.
like Marilyn Monroe was like supposedly the most attractive woman ever, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if people still think that
That is
as
true.
much now.
Yeah.
Or like Princess Diana,
Yeah.
it's like she was encapsulated beauty at that age,
Yeah.
and now I'm not so sure anymore. If you were to stick her here, if people would still
We'll
say
still
that,
think she's, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I'd
Yeah.
buy that.
Yeah, exactly. If she was here now, if they would still think that.
Like we still idolize her because of the time period.
Yeah. But if you take her out of the time period, it's just like,
Like,
oh,
well, she's kind of average.
she's kind of average. Yeah. Yeah.
She's okay, I guess,
Yeah.
but
It's more or less average at this point. Yeah, that's true.
I guess you could say the same thing as the guys too. It's not a gender thing. It's just a time
It's
thing.
a time frame thing. Yeah.
But I do wonder if
It's probably because our perception has changed a lot. There's also like the heavy influence of social media, I guess.
yeah, it's interesting that it's not a fixed thing. I would have thought it would be closer, like biological or something, but apparently it's not, because otherwise, why would it be so different? Why does my parents think Marilyn Monroe is the jam?
The jam. The jam. Oh
Why
my
is
God.
Princess Diana the most beautiful woman, apparently, ever?
Beautiful. Just
I mean, she's
amazing.
okay, I guess,
Yeah.
but I don't see her as America's next top model or whatever.
Mm-mm.
Marilyn Monroe. Or, and again, what do I know about Marilyn?
Yeah.
I'm the worst guy to pick this. Like, I'm looking at the picture of this guy in my basement. And
Yeah.
what do I know?
I'll be back.
Yeah, I wonder if people thought Arnold Schwarzenegger was a very attractive man.
I don't know. I really don't know. I think people admired him for the muscles he had, maybe aspired to have muscles like him. Maybe, but I don't know if people considered him to be.
Is he a very attractive man in his day?
I don't know.
But then but that's the thing. Marilyn Monroe, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Are we looking at the same thing here?
Yeah. Maybe. We
Maybe.
could very much be. We could very much be.
I was watching a video that was talking with who's the guy from Twilight, the vampire guy? What's his name in real life? The actor.
Something Peel. Something Peel, I think.
Peel. Crap.
No. Something Cullen.
He's gonna be the new Batman.
Oh.
What's his name?
Edward Cullen?
No, it can't be it. Something else. I don't know. The guy with the jaw. Whatever that is.
The guy with that jaw.
The guy with the jaw, and he sparkles, and he dates the main character in Twilight, whatever that guy's name is. And he was talking on a show, and one of the things the conversation was, what's it like to date as you?
Oh, I'm sorry. His name is Robert
Patterson. There we go. Mr. Patterson.
His character name was Edward Cullen, and I'm just like, why do I keep thinking Edward Cullen?
I guess you read the book, so watch the movie.
That's why I keep on remembering Edward Cullen. Yeah. Okay.
The conversation was with Howard Stern, and they was talking about what's it like to date as you, because you were like the icon. You were the guy that girls liked. And he said it's actually quite difficult.
Oh.
Like, what? How can that possibly be?
Yeah.
And he's like, all the girls liked you, or like a huge number liked you. He's like, yes, but that doesn't mean I can actually date them, or at least can't have a relationship with them. Because I'm just a celebrity. They don't actually want to date me for real, or they try and then they realize that this is not what they thought in their head.
Yeah.
They thought I was going to be this
sparkly guy
thing that they created in this narrative. And then in real life, I'm an actual human being. I'm a real person.
Yeah. Yeah, he's an actual person. They have a different image of him in their mind. Yeah.
Yeah. So trying to be that person that in this fantasy world is not doable, because that's not me. I'm not actually a sparkly vampire. I'm not actually that.
I'm an actual human being.
I'm a
realize.
decent person who actually wants to have a real relationship. It's like, it's hard. Or if he were to go to a bar, he gets swamped with people.
Yeah.
Like, how the hell do I have a normal date when people are asking for my autograph?
Go to a normal place. Yeah.
They're all over me.
Yeah.
Like, this is not conductive. And then maybe people after me for like non-legitimate reasons, like that as well. Got to deal with. It's like, this fame looks really good, and it looks like I can have any girl I want.
But in reality, it's not that.
It's actually quite difficult.
Yeah.
I can't just go into a casual bar and try to ask someone out unless I'm using my fame.
Yeah.
Like, I have to be that person. Yeah. I wonder if it's like that for these guys.
Probably.
I guess it has to be the same way for Schwarzenegger, Marilyn Monroe. Nowadays, YouTube celebrities.
Yeah. Wow. YouTube celebrities.
Gonna be PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Well, I guess PewDiePie's married. I guess that's different.
Yeah. Superwoman.
I don't know who's a single celebrity or YouTuber.
Is Superwoman single? Superwoman? Is she single?
Goku?
Superwoman.
Superwoman?
Yeah.
Wonder Woman?
No.
Superwoman? Who's Superwoman?
Oh, you don't know?
No. Who's Superwoman?
Her name is Lily. Her actual name is Lily.
Okay, so is it a comedy YouTube channel?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you look her up, she's like real famous. She's from Toronto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's like very famous. I don't know if she got a show in between. There was a talk about a show that she was supposed to be on. You know, so yeah, that there is that. Yeah, Lily Singh. Yep.
Is it like a blog kind of thing though?
She does a lot of like kind of like skits sort of things.
No, I like those.
Yeah,
Those are
she's
fun.
like, yeah, she entertains. She entertains.
You ever thought of doing that?
I don't know
Having
if
a
I
YouTube
can.
channel? Maybe not skits, but YouTube channel.
I have a YouTube channel, but I don't have like, I just have myself singing on it. That's about it. I don't have anything.
Let's assume that you had all the resources you needed.
Okay.
Any resource what kind of YouTube channel would you actually do?
It's a very hard question.
Why?
Because there's a number of options that I could look through.
You sound like you have a few things then.
Yeah.
Okay,
If I have all the resources I could have, I could basically do like a little music studio and like produce my own music or like maybe not produce my own music, but I could
Sure.
sing a couple of things and put that up. I don't think I'm that talented to produce my own music, but that's a different thing.
So you'd be a musician.
Yeah, I would like to. I'm just very lazy as well, so I can't 100% count on that.
Let's assume that wasn't a factor.
Yeah, if I'm not lazy, I think I can do something.
Somehow you have your coffee in the morning somehow.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, if I'm not lazy, yeah, I think it's doable. I think a lot of things are doable. I could probably also do some streaming on Twitch or something.
What would you stream?
Honestly, there's a lot of people that even stream like, I'm pretty sure you know what Pokemon Go is.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that stream Pokemon Go.
So you just walk around and play Pokemon Go?
There's a lot of people on Twitch that just stream for the battle leagues on Pokemon Go as well. So that's also something you can do. There's a couple
How do you
of
stream
different...
Pokemon Go? Because are you just capturing the video, the screen capture?
You just capture the video, I think, from your phone, and you can just I think you might just be with the Twitch app, you might just be able to record it and
to maybe get your face in the bottom corner or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how the other parts of it work. I don't completely know, but
so I guess you must really like Pokemon Go.
I play it. There's also what else would I do? I did some Photoshop back in the day, so I would love to work on some of that.
Do you just like make stuff on just
make like edit not really edit pictures, but like there's a lot of different things you can do with Photoshop itself. I could do a lot of different types of editing. It'll be very interesting. I used to love taking pictures a lot, so maybe edit a lot of pictures that I'm taking and something like that.
Some kind of photography going on.
Yeah.
You take photos, edit them. You can combine all three. You're doing Pokemon Go, photos while doing Pokemon Go, Photoshop the thing afterwards.
Yeah.
Combine all those things on your channel.
Yeah.
I don't know where music comes in, but
music is
every
needed
now
for
and then you make a song about Pokemon Go. That's all.
It's awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do. Now that I think about it, you can do a lot of things. It's just
all of those things don't require any resources. The only thing you need is coffee, based on that what you just said. Looks like you have no barrier.
Yeah, I guess. The only barrier I have is myself. Do I want to do that? I feel lazy. That's literally.
Well, it depends if you actually enjoy the thing. I don't know how much you enjoy the thing.
Yeah.
That's the most important part. Mm-hmm. If you enjoy the thing enough, then it's not an effort. But if you don't enjoy it as much as it sounds like you enjoy it, then it's hard to do it.
Yeah.
Like I was like that with drawing. It's like I like to be a good artist, and And then I have a drawing tablet right over there, and I have a pen, and I went through a drawing course,
Mm.
and I'm okay, but it takes a lot of effort for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if I get good at
It's
it, it's
different.
still a lot of effort.
It's different from person to person.
Yeah. Like, I might be okay.
I think anything art related takes a lot of effort.
But then, like, there's other things, like music producing, like this stuff I'm doing, this doesn't take effort. So it's okay. I don't mind if I spend a lot of time or if I suck at it, it's okay because it's still fun doing.
Oh.
So it's different.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's why some YouTube channels really take off, is you can see that the creator is enjoying whatever the thing is they're doing.
Mm.
Like, I think PewDiePie is legitimately having a good time when he's making this stuff.
Probably.
Maybe not all the time, but like overall, he's having a damn good time. And I think that really shows. And I think that works with a lot of YouTube channels. You can see they're having a great time playing that thing or streaming the thing or making the skit. I mean, what's the opposite? You see a guy who doesn't look like he's enjoying himself getting big? That doesn't seem to happen, or not too likely.
Yeah, it's true, I guess.
It kind of only works in one direction.
Yeah.
So, like, if you were to make a Pokemon Go channel, you have to really like Pokemon Go or Photoshop. Otherwise, you'll start it and then you never get anywhere with it.
Yeah. Sometimes you're really good at it, but it still takes you a long time to get to where you want to get to.
Yeah, that's always interesting, isn't it?
It's a long journey.
Sometimes you see that a kid in junior high, high school, maybe even university, really good at something.
Yeah.
And then they don't pursue it later, and you're like, what happened?
Yeah.
Like, well, no, that wasn't the thing.
Yeah.
That
It doesn't make me any money.
They were good, but it didn't have that wasn't the thing they wanted to do, though.
Yeah, it doesn't get me what I want in life, is what they'll say.
I had a few friends who were just really good artists. Two, I can think of two of them. One is Douglas, one is Logan. They were phenomenal drawing.
Oh my God.
From a young age. Logan could draw skeletons.
Oh.
And they look great. And this is like grade 7. He's just blowing my mind with drawings. And Douglas could draw cartoons at like grade 7. They were like really good. And I would always ask him whenever I started, so you still drawing? You still doing it? And they just didn't want to do it. It wasn't the thing.
Wasn't a thing.
They were great, and they probably do. I mean, they obviously drew more than I did, but they wasn't the goal.
Yeah.
You know what? That's probably okay. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not a
totally
bad
fine.
thing. It's just some people are just like that. Yeah, to just choose not to do it. And then
in their case, they ended up doing things that they seem to enjoy doing. So it's okay.
Some people just don't touch it after a certain age, like certain talents at all. And I'm just like, why do you do that? They just don't, especially like drawers. I feel like these kind of people that draw tend to like fall off. They just fall off from like the loop of drawing for a bit. And then they might come back or they might not. It's really weird. I don't know why that is, but they stop drawing sometimes, like indefinitely. And I'm like, why? You draw well, so why you stop?
Same reason.
Yeah,
it takes a lot of effort.
Yeah, I guess. Occasionally, if it's fine, if you draw like the occasional thing, if you draw like once in a while, that's whatever. But
I think the goal in school and high school, university, maybe not university, but definitely elementary, junior, and high school. Maybe it shouldn't be so much about what are you good at. Maybe you should just, because I mean, the stuff that you get at doesn't really matter at that age anyways. Maybe the goal should just be to figure out what do you like doing.
What do you want to do or what do you like to do?
Not even what do you want to do. What do you like doing?
Yeah.
What do you want to do? You don't know. You haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
You don't have perspective yet. Maybe even university, I'm not sure how much perspective you have until you're done university.
And you enter the workforce. Yeah.
But then it's too late, I guess. Then you don't have time anymore.
Then you don't have time to do running.
Like, especially before the age that you're done university, the goal should be to try to see if you can find something you like. Not something you're good at.
Yeah.
That'll maybe come later, hopefully.
Yeah. But at least something you like.
What do you like? It's hard to find something you like. And especially if it's not, like, easily accessible.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you have an obscure hobby that you're perfect for it. You just don't know.
Yeah, you just don't know.
Maybe I'm really, really good at stamp collecting.
Yeah.
I just don't know that. I'm so good at stamp collecting, man.
Oh, God.
I am the best at plate twirling. I just haven't had the chance.
Yeah. Exactly.
Those are terrible examples.
It's terrible, but it'll click for some people. It'll click for some people, I'm pretty sure.
Do you have a thing like that?
I question. I don't know if I have
A
anything
thing you
like that.
like. Not a thing you're good at, just a thing you like. Maybe singing, maybe that's it. I don't know.
Yeah. That could be it. I like it. It requires work, but I like it.
Yeah. There you go.
But then again, everything in life requires work, so.
Well, yeah.
And for me, as being a lazy person, that's bad news.
We're all lazy, man. Everyone's lazy.
Oh, God.
I think the situation determines it too. I don't think it's people are lazy. I think the context you're in, you're lazy in this context.
Yeah,
You
maybe.
stick you in something else. Like in school, when you have deadlines, suddenly you become very productive.
Yeah.
Or maybe not, but
Again, it depends. Yeah, sometimes you might become like super productive. Sometimes you're like, ah, I'm dead.
yeah, I mean, we all have parts of that.
Yeah.
In some part of your life, you are very, very hardworking. And then
Yeah.
other parts,
You're like,
you're
yeah.
like, you don't want to wake up. Crap.
Not my day.
I need at least a cup of coffee just to deal with existence.
Just like breathe.
Just another
God.
day of living. God damn.
My God.
And then we look at the people who posting Instagram photos. I was up at 4. I went for a jog.
Yeah, there's also, I don't know how people do that. I don't know how sometimes people do that. I'm like, how do you do that? And some people be like, yeah, I can't sleep at all. And I'm like,
Got in the habit, I guess.
what is going on in your life where you can't sleep?
Just
I feel really bad for you, but what is going on in your life that you can't sleep? If, like my end goal in life is at the end of the day, you're coming back and you're sleeping. There shouldn't technically be anything in your mind that's stopping you from sleeping, right? You need peace. So do things that bring you peace in life.
or at least before bedtime.
At least before bedtime, but like do things in life so do things in life to make sure that you can sleep at night and not be bothered. If you follow that, you'll probably be a bit more happier.
Well, that means that a lot of people can't do a lot of jobs, though. Right? That just disqualifies like a lot of jobs.
Well, I guess as long as you can sleep in peace.
How can you be a policeman and not see traumatic things? Like, it's not possible. Like, that's part of the job.
Yeah, I get.
How can you be a soldier and not see things? You can't.
I don't.
How can you be a doctor? You can't be a doctor and not see things.
Yeah, but
You have to see
that's more true nowadays than anything.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are reassessing if they want to be doctors or not right now after going through this COVID situation. I feel like they're strongly reconsidering it because at one point this was seen as a safe job.
As a safe job. As a safe job.
It's not a safe job at all.
Interesting.
I'm pretty
It was
sure
the safest job.
it was the safest job at one point.
It's the most culturally accepted job
Yeah.
anywhere.
But now when you're looking at it and you see how things have changed, is it now considered a safe job at all?
Well, it's interesting to see how
by that,
people
I mean-
interact with doctors outside of work now.
Yeah.
because I find people, or at least they don't want to be around me personally. At least they're scared that they might infect me or catch something from me.
Yeah.
Or give it to me.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Like, I can't hang out with anyone who's a nurse or doctor at all.
Yeah.
I can't be around anyone who's in an old person's home or works in an old person's home at all. That's not a law against it. They just have chosen that based on their work environment and the way everyone around them is interacting.
Yeah.
And the fears of stuff.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
That's interesting.
This is when you think about it, at one point it was considered a very safe job. Now that you look at it and you think about it again, is it considered a safe job? The answer is no. For a lot of people.
Safe job. This is now a very high risk job.
It's a high risk job.
This is interesting.
People are really realizing it's a high risk job. Especially if you're coming from a home where you have elderly people in there. It's a high risk job.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
It really changes perspective.
You're at risk, you're at risk to other people.
Yeah.
We've never considered doctors to be potentially risking other people. We've never had that thought.
We've never had that thought.
Now I think doctors the most...
They're dangerous. They're basically like carriers in some senses.
One doctor gets sick. Who knows?
One doctor gets sick, another doctor could
around.
get sick, another nurse could get sick, another patient could get something else, complicating their situation further.
One of my best friends is in med school right now. He's doing his what's it called? Placement. It's,
yeah.
He's doing that at the moment, and his two sisters, or older sisters, are both doctors too. He comes from a family where everyone's a doctor.
Well, that's nice.
Or at least his dad was a doctor, was finishing doctor or something before he moved here, and his credentials are worthless.
Oh,
so like his kids have to be doctors. So he raised 3 doctors.
Oh God.
And they all got into med school. They all got great grades and studied the hell out of it. And now they're all, one of them I think is a doctor, and then the other 2 is finishing their residency. Yeah, I think that's
the residency.
Yeah. And that sounds like it's really stressful.
One of my friends, like brothers, his older brother, he was doing his residency, and he was doing his residency in New York, right?
Ooh.
And
wait, this is recent.
This was around the time COVID started.
Ooh, okay.
Right? And I was just like, your brother's doing his residency in New York. And he's like, yeah. And I'm just like, okay. And he's like, yeah, my brother's back now. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, they sent him back. And I'm like, why? Because his residency was done.
Oh.
And I'm like, in between this, when they have a shortage of doctors, where they have a shortage of nurses, they sent your brother back because he was done his residency.
Back from New York.
From New York to like Canada.
Well, it's an internship, essentially.
And I'm like, I understand, but I'm like, there was a shortage and he was capable of doing that job. Why did they send him back? In my mind, I'm like, why do they do that? It just doesn't seem like it was a smart move. Like if I was running a hospital, and I have somebody who's capable of doing
hire
it.
full time, you mean?
And like a lot of doctors are on social media crying that they have never seen something like this, and they're just emotionally broken and they can't go back into this. Why would you let go of capable staff?
Maybe he doesn't want it, or did he want it? Maybe he wants to come home. I don't know.
That's what I felt like, and I'm just like, you take a vow as a doctor though. To help people.
He can help people anywhere, though. It doesn't matter where he is.
You take a vow as a doctor to help people, but that's where it was the worst, right?
Yeah, but you can still help people here. That's fine. I get that.
I'm like, okay, all right, you're a bit weird, but okay. I guess that's fine. He got like he got a bit upset with me over that, but then I was just like,
Oh, what was his argument?
he was just like, yeah, because it was done. And I'm just like, I felt like your parents didn't want you to stay there. I didn't say that to him, but I thought it.
Well, that doesn't sound like that bad of a thing to say.
I feel like that, but I didn't say that to him directly.
No.
Because I know how he would take it. So I'm just
He wouldn't take it well, eh?
He wouldn't take it well.
Aw.
So I'm just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of odd politics going on in healthcare lately.
Yeah.
But that's understandable. And I don't know, maybe coming out of it, there's going to be more demand for doctors. So
there could be more demand for doctors.
Maybe they get compensated more in the next few years, maybe? Or maybe that's not a thing. I don't know.
I think they get compensated enough, to be honest. I don't think they're paid low.
No, they're still definitely higher income.
Yeah.
They're in the top 10, 20%.
Yeah.
Income. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. For sure, yeah. They get paid well.
Reasonable. I mean, who are you going to pay a lot? You want to give a doctor, right? That's a good choice. You're going to divide up income. Give doctors definitely up amongst the worthy.
They get paid a lot. I don't think they need a bump.
I wonder if it's going to make it, since there's more demand for doctors, I mean, it's going to be easier to get into med school.
Yeah.
Because right now it's still quite difficult.
Yeah.
It's a lot of rigorous things and hard to get in.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do those exams, you have to do interviews. They only take like a very small quota.
Small, yeah.
And I'm not sure how much of that is because they don't have resources to handle more, and how much of that is, like, I know for lawyers and the CFA program, we have an artificial number that's low. Like, we could have more. We keep it low so that it's prestigious. I don't know if that's true of doctors or if it's just resources that we can't handle more students. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that falls into either. I'm not 100% sure what that goes into. It could be, I don't know what the actual thing for it is. I remember one time, at one point my cousin was studying for it. So I remember flipping through his book for med school, and I'm just like, and I was just looking at my mom, and I'm just like, I already know most of these things. And she's like, maybe you should do the test. And I'm like, I don't want to. I'm
be a doctor?
Yeah.
You don't think you want to do that?
No.
No?
No. There's some jobs that are way too stressful, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to.
Oh, distressing.
What?
Distressing.
No, it's just no. It's just, hell no. Possibly seeing somebody die? Yeah, no.
Possibly, likely. You've got 100% chance of seeing that.
Oh God, that's already so bad. Oh God.
You're gonna see something. That's the job.
And then you get eventually you won't have any emotion related to that. Oh, it's just somebody that's dead.
You do have to detach yourself.
Yeah, it's just gonna get to that state, and I don't want to be like that.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? You wanna.
That's the only way to do that job. It's just, somebody died.
In order to save people, you have to see people die.
Yeah, it's just not.
Isn't that something?
And, there's a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, that go into that field and just do it for the money, and they'll sit there and they'll just cry.
Well, you might go in for the money, and then you realize, oh no, there's so much more to this job.
There's so much more depth in this job. Cry. Quit.
Yeah, I think a doctor is the one job where you guarantee high income if you do it.
Yeah.
Even if you do engineering, there's no guarantee you get employment afterwards.
Yeah.
The lawyer is pretty high chance you don't get employment afterwards unless you happen to.
Really? Is it really that bad for a lawyer?
There's a lot of people who try to do law and then they just don't get anywhere in the end. They don't finish it or something. Or they don't get selected by the top law firms.
Oh.
It's still competitive in law school.
Yeah.
But doctor, I think once you're in med school, I don't think it's too common for people to fail med school.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to hear about that too much.
Yeah.
And And then from what I hear, once you're done med school, there's so much demand for doctors that you can get a job. Like it doesn't, I've never heard of an unemployed doctor. Like that doesn't seem to be a thing.
Yeah, I guess. Now that
I
you
am
think
totally
about it, I
qualified
guess.
to treat people. I just can't get a hospital. That doesn't seem to be a thing.
Yeah, now that you think about it, yeah.
But like, I can't see that in too many other professions. Where as soon as you get into the
Again,
school,
when numbers change, we don't know how that's going to affect it. Because there's that whole older age that's, the baby boomers that are kind of, they're just like,
then again, it's really hard to get into med school too. I guess that's the other
they're just like kind of on their way out. So that's a big chunk of the population.
Yeah, you can't get into med school unless you're academically really bright.
Yeah. And then I don't know what's going to happen to the medical field after that section there. Let's see. There's going to be a lot of changes happening in the next couple of years that we'll have to watch out for.
I just want to know how to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
How to position ourselves
In a way where we're
to benefit from it.
Financially benefit from it.
Financially, career, position yourself. I mean, you don't want to be in a scenario where you were taking your career to be in the oil field and then the oil price collapses. Like, you don't want to have that.
Yeah.
And
you don't want that. Yeah.
I guess we kind of know that's going to happen, though, because oil is a limited resource.
Yeah.
It might not happen this generation, but let's say, when are we supposed to run out of oil? 2100? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, there is
a
a
while.
time where
It's a
we're
while.
supposed to run out.
Yeah,
and
we have, there's a time.
Whenever that's getting closer, you should probably stop picking careers that depend on the oil field so much.
At that point, we can consider it.
Right? Maybe it's not now. Maybe we got a few
It's still
more
a while
decades.
away, and we're like, at the same time, we're like talking about being an interplanetary species. So there's also that.
Yeah. When's the time that you start saying, I want to start picking a career in space? That's like a legitimate career path.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to be a thing right now.
It's not a thing right now, but hopefully soon. That'll be something to look forward to.
Yeah, when you hear kids, I want to be an astronaut. Like, yeah, sure, kid. Sure, you want to be an astronaut. Sure thing. Good luck with that, son.
Yeah.
But you're right. Maybe it won't be like that.
It'll change. Like so many things have changed in our lifetime. So
Yeah, that'd be cool. What do you want to do? I want to be in space. Okay. Yeah, you just enroll in here.
just enroll in here.
Just check the form and
Enroll for the SpaceX.
you gotta
Martian
pass a
settlement
few
program.
exams and then up you can go.
Gotta do the gravity test,
Yeah, yeah.
and then the
Just do a few physics exams, and you gotta run a few kilometers, beat a little bit of fit, and yeah, okay. Then you can go to space.
welcome to the Mars settlement program. You're launching tomorrow,
Yeah. Just do the 6-month internship, and then
you're good.
Yeah. No, I like that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. At some point, assuming Mars becomes a thing, there's going to be someone who's going to be shipping supplies back and forth. Or maybe it was automate that. Maybe it won't be people.
It might not be people. They'll probably automate it.
Or how long does it take to get there? To go to Mars.
What is it like? Ooh, that's a very good question. I think, it's 6 months. I think it's 6 months, but
6
I will
months?
have to double check that.
Yeah, how long does it take?
I
to
was
fly to
not
Mars?
prepared for that question at all.
Fly to Mars. Is that a possible career path at some point? The guy, it's like a truck driver.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, it takes around 7 months. There we go. So yeah, I was roughly about right. It's about 7 months. A bit longer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's about 7 months.
So you could have, in theory, a guy who's delivering supplies. In order to go there and back, it's going to take 14 months. Minimum. So that's a career. But mind you, why would we be shipping back? You just ship it there. That's a one-way trip. right?
Yeah, I don't know what the
You're not going there and coming back. You're just going there.
maybe.
Can you imagine that? One-way ticket to Mars.
It'll be something. You'll be there for a couple years.
No,
If you're
it's a
willing
one-way
to-
ticket. You're not coming back. You're going there.
I think they'll probably give you the option. They're not going to be like, oh, just live here.
No way you're coming back unless you have $10 million. No, more than that. Unless you have like $100 million to finance the expedition. It's a one-way trip, man.
There's
no reason to
talking
bring you back.
about reusable spaceships. So it's
Yeah, but there's no way that's cost effective. No way to
we'll
send you
have to,
back.
We'll have to see. I'm not sure what the logistics side of this is. Again, it's all something that we're probably going to see sometime in the future. So I can't estimate it now. So
Even if you
again.
slingshot the guy around to come back, I don't know, man.
yeah, it's just. I guess when we put it into perspective, the closest thing we would have is maybe like airplanes would probably be the most comparable thing to that. We have normal flights and now we have economy flights. So it happens. It takes time for sure, but it will eventually happen.
You think space will just get faster? It doesn't take 6 months. It only takes a month.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I guess it won't be so bad. You can do that.
It would be, yeah. A month wouldn't be too bad.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, like you could do a month. You could month. It's like an expedition to Antarctica or something. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
I remember Neil deGrasse Tyson. They were talking with him, and they were saying, "Do you think we'll send people and live on Mars because Earth's too polluted?" And I mean, on one hand, it's a legitimate question.
Yeah.
And Neil deGrasse Tyson says, "This is stupid," and here's why: because it's not cost effective. All the money that you'd spend to send people there, there's no way it would cost that much to fix all the problems on Earth. If you just spent that money fixing the problems on Earth, you'd have fixed it several times. It's too expensive. Just to be worth it that way.
I guess you could put it in that perspective, but can you really fix all the problems on Earth? It will take a long time for us to do that.
Yeah, I mean, his idea is in order to colonize Mars, like there's no way that's less effort than fixing the problem here. It's definitely easier to do it here than to try and colonize a planet. Like it's just no comparison. But I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get the idea for sure.
I don't know about the idea of flying to Mars one way though.
I don't know if we can fix it because
the people are doing it still, right?
No, yeah,
that's the plan.
They're still thinking about it, but like human beings being human beings we don't do well when it comes to fixing. We're more better at breaking. So
better at breaking than fixing?
Yeah. It's
I don't know.
Something we've kind of excelled at.
I think it depends who we're talking about. I think the people you send up to Mars, those people are probably good at fixing.
If you like look at it in the sense of like, how to explain this? We're really good at like causing issues.
We're really good at making problems.
We're really good at making problems. Neanderthals.
Breaking it down.
Bye-bye.
We like smashing with the hammer more than
we're not really great. Like when it comes to balancing with the environment and all, human beings aren't really amazing when it comes to that. We haven't been over generations, so I don't expect to see a great change all of a sudden.
I think that's just a problem of incentives. I don't think that's so much an issue of the other thing. I think it's just we have the wrong incentives at the moment.
Maybe, but have we had that for like multiple generations?
Yeah, but we're not that old. We've only had 100 years, less than that with internet.
Yeah, that's of course with internet, but
I don't really think anything matters before the invention of electricity. I think once that came, then we started doing stuff.
Yeah.
I think up until that point, everything was irrelevant.
Okay.
I don't think anything mattered before electricity came along.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's
Why?
all just people running around with stones, sticks. And then electricity came and we're like, okay, now we have
So
intelligence.
fire was not a major thing for you.
No, I don't think it mattered.
Fire doesn't matter for you? Like
Not compared to
really?
electricity.
Fire like fundamentally changed the way.
Fire kept us warm and helped us cook,
Yeah.
but electricity helped us.
But those are the first stepping stones
It's
towards
a stepping stone, but
Yeah,
I don't
like
think
if not for fire, we wouldn't have cooked, which means we couldn't have digested food as quickly or consumed food as quickly, which gave us more free time.
But
Which we
electricity
then
made us
ended
build
up
things,
with
though.
looking at like other things that we can do. You
But
know?
electricity was the building thing, though. That's when we started inventing.
Electricity was a very important invention. I won't deny that. But like,
Just in terms of the inventing thing, though.
yeah,
I think everything we've done onwards from that.
has had a negative effect. Yeah,
Not even negative.
It is-
It's an unknown effect.
it has.
It's-
Yeah,
we don't know.
it has effects. Yeah, at that point we didn't know what those effects, what effects were coming.
This
from
is like the first time we've experimented. We don't know.
yeah.
We don't know where this is going.
Yeah, but I'm not. Yeah, but it's
So, like-
it's benefited us in a lot of ways, but it's negatively affected the environment in a lot of ways.
Like we're kind of blowing up the planet, but we've only done this within 100 years. We really haven't had much time.
Yeah, we've been alive for like a long time, but
Our lifetime, we've had computers. Like
Yeah.
computers weren't really around much before us.
Yeah.
Like a little bit, but not
Yeah.
much.
not much. Yeah,
We're still the first generation.
yeah, of that, and now we're already at cell phones.
Yeah, we're at laptops.
Yeah, we're
That
at
happened
laptops and cell
in our
phones.
generation.
Yeah, we even have
Which
iPads.
is nuts.
We have iPads,
Completely insane.
which is much smaller.
No one knows. There's no way anyone can know. We've only had like a few years to look at it. You've already touched it for a little while.
Yeah, I know, but like all those unknowns are causing a lot of effects, though.
There's a lot of effects, and we may have some wrong influences at the moment, but we don't have any ancestors to. It's not even ancestors. We don't have anyone who's done this before. It's not even answer. It's not even a looking up for guidance. There's no track record at all.
Yeah, no, of course you can't look for a track record of a computer or a laptop, but like what I'm saying is when it comes to inventions and new inventions, there's always like
It's like if we had a few global warming situations, and we'd had possible attempts to control it, and some of them went and some of them failed, then we could say, okay, but we don't have any track record of trying to fix a global warming before. We've had global warmings, we haven't fixed them before. First time trying to attempt it.
yeah, that's because
Right?
we weren't as a big enough population to influence it this much.
Yeah. And then we got to figure out how to convince large groups of people to do things somehow. And we're trying to do it with like a figurehead of a country who doesn't have all the power either. And that's probably a good thing. And somehow we're trying to organize all these things. That's crazy. I guess you just need like an AI to handle all this. Like, what? Trying to give a president.
Human beings are inherently evil.
Yeah, it's very tricky. There's a lot of factors going on. Yeah, I think you gotta have an AI handle all this stuff, man. How can you have a president know? He doesn't know. It's one dude.
He doesn't know.
There's one dude who only has like a degree and maybe 2 degrees. How can he possibly know what to do with the whole country with lots of different things he's never seen before?
With a number of advisors that
Yeah.
have experience in different things.
Who hopefully. Hopefully.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, you better hope he listens to his advisors.
yeah, and like
Which doesn't always happen.
and a number of ministers and a number of cabinet members.
It
and,
doesn't always happen. We have proof of that.
Yeah, it doesn't always happen, but hopefully.
Yeah, I guess we have to hope that he has advisors helping him.
Yeah.
Do you think that job should be paid a lot?
The job of president or prime minister?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
You think he should be paid
I
like a
don't-
huge amount? Like that guy should be paid millions and millions of dollars. He went the whole country.
Yeah, if he's the CEO of the country.
CEO makes millions.
Yeah.
The president make millions?
So I think he should. I think a prime
don't think
minister
they
or
do.
president of a country needs to make some money.
They'd make a lot of money after they're done because of book deals and talks.
Yeah.
I don't think the job itself pays
They
that
also, I think the job pays decently well.
much. A few $100,000.
Yeah, which is pretty decent. Pretty decent. I think it's pretty good.
You run the whole country, though. Think about that.
I don't think it's a bad deal.
Not a bad deal, no. But if I
Plus,
were to say,
I'm pretty sure you get your pensions pretty decent.
if I were to say you're in charge of 30 million people, their lives depend on your actions.
Let's start by
If you
drinking
mess
some
up-
water.
If you mess up, people may die because of you. Yeah, I think you get a deserved salary. Hey, okay. All right.
A couple $100,000 is okay for me. I think how much does Trudeau get paid? Like
Yeah, let's
200,000?
look that up. How much does Trudeau make? How much is that?
300,000?
And that guy's been doing it for a while. He's got tenure now.
You got it? Oh God.
That guy's been in over a decade. Right? He's been there. He's been there probably as long as Stephen Harper now, my guess. I don't know.
Yeah, about
It's been a while.
yeah. He's been there for 2 terms, right?
Only 2? Oh, it
This
feels
is
like a while
his
now.
second term, right?
Second term?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, okay. My mistake. I thought it was longer than that. How long is a term?
Third term?
4 years? 8 years? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Well, we don't have like a 2-term thing like the U.S. I think he can be there longer if he wants, right?
Just a second here. So
Yeah, it was Trudeau income.
Trudeau income. It'll probably show me his net worth and probably not his actual income.
Trudeau's net worth.
Oh wow, yeah. Prime Minister total compensation consists of the MP salary of okay. So it consists of the MP salary of 178,000, the Prime Minister's salary of 178,900, and then the Prime Minister's car allowance of 2,000. What is that? So that he gets double pay as an MP and a Prime Minister? Is that what he gets?
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Well, he is doing good then. Okay.
See, like I said, I think he gets paid enough. I'm pretty sure.
Good. He's getting paid over 300K.
Yeah, he's getting paid well. I don't see a problem
that sounds
with that.
reasonable to me.
Yeah, see, it's absolutely fine. I'm pretty sure he was getting paid well.
That sounds all right.
Yeah,
I find it odd when we say there's always a scandal. The guy was spending a lot of money, politician or something. You know what I mean? You hear about those things.
Yeah,
He went on vacation a lot. He took a lot of first class flights. He was living luxuriously. Right?
Yeah, you hear that a lot. Oh God.
Oh no, he was spending taxpayers' money. He was living well.
Yeah,
Abuse of power, supposedly.
abuse of power.
Right?
Yeah,
He was doing too many good things with his enjoying it too much. I guess the problem is that it's not his money. He's using other people's money. That's the issue. If he was using his own money, no one would give it.
then
damn.
nobody would. Yeah,
No one's
because
complaining.
nobody's gonna question you. They
No one's complaining about Richard Branson's flights. No one. He's got a private island. No one's complaining.
yeah, because it's his own.
Yeah, it's his own money somehow. It might not be his own money. It's his company's money, but it's his company, so it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, somehow a company is different than a government. Even though he's responsible for employees,
Yeah, of course, a company is very different than government.
I guess you're not obligated to work in a company. That's the difference. You're obligated to be under a government's control, but not a company.
The company's private.
Yeah, you can
Government's
leave a
not.
company. You can't leave a country's government. They're like, nope, I don't abide by your rules anywhere. Nope, I'm good.
Bye.
I no longer am going to obey this and this. I'm good. I will resign. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'll get rid of my citizenship. Bye.
I'd like to resign from my
There you
country.
go.
Thank you.
Amazing. Oh my god.
I'll still be here. I'm just not gonna follow the rules for a while. All right.
Oh my god.
I remember you'd hear sometimes people like that. They're like, I am declared my own country sovereignty or something.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that do that. There's also people that claim like, I think it's not, what is it called? They claim like a certain status in another country. No, they claim for asylum in other countries. It's really weird. And it's like it tends to be wealthier people that are like, just can't pay this money. I don't have it. I'm broke.
I'm in exile.
I'm in exile.
I can't
God.
return home.
Yeah.
I can only live elsewhere.
Yeah.
Isn't Edward Snowden like that?
Is Edward Snowden still like that? Did he not get?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I don't know now.
He was at one
was for a
point.
while.
Yeah, he was at one point, but I don't know if he's still like that.
He was in Russia for a while, right?
I think so. Was at an embassy or something there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget. He was hiding from the CIA, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. It was from the
Isn't that
CIA.
ridiculous? He's hiding from the U.S. government. Maybe it wasn't CIA, but some government body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't think that's usually the case. So usually there's some kind of, well, maybe it's always a political reason. I guess if it wasn't political, why would you need to leave a country?
It's.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of political. Some wealthy people, when they go into debt, also do that.
Just gonna bail so I don't have to go bankrupt.
Yeah.
And I have all my money overseas anyway, so I'll just live in my
Just die.
tax-free Bermuda
Yeah.
islands.
That's it. That's all they're gonna do.
Yeah. If you had all the money you ever want, what would you do?
What would I do?
Yeah.
Oh
You
wow.
win the
that's
lottery right now.
all the money. Oh wow.
You get all the money. Money, you don't care about money. They have that much money. Money means nothing to you. You can wipe your ass with money. It's all good. Money, you just go.
Oh wow.
Money.
I actually value money, so it's like, oh,
You see that
God,
bank
it's-
account? I can just add zeros.
I would say that wouldn't be me if I wouldn't value money.
I eat zeros in my bank account for breakfast. That means nothing.
Honestly, I would. How to say this? It wouldn't be me if I don't value money. It just would not be me.
But there's got to be a certain amount where it's just meaningless. I mean, I don't think that number's as big as you think it is.
Mm-hmm.
We think you need to have 1 billion before it's meaningless. I don't think you need that much.
Oh, okay.
I think
Okay.
realistically, there's a certain point where you have everything you need and you don't need to spend more. You could, but it's not bringing you anything anywhere. Not adding anything to your life.
Like you have everything as it is.
You have
and
more
you're
than
okay.
enough.
Okay.
What would
Okay.
you do then? You really
Well-
don't need a job. It's not necessary unless you want to. But
I'll
it's-
probably still work. I'll probably still work.
You still work at the same job?
Probably. Unless I get another job or something better or something. I don't know.
You're
I
not
don't
working for
mind.
the money though. That's the key. You're working for something else.
Yeah, I don't mind. I wouldn't honestly mind volunteering and stuff too. On the side, I wouldn't mind doing that. It would make me happy. I'll be happy doing that.
What kind of volunteering?
While volunteering at the, I guess the food bank and stuff.
Oh, okay.
That'll be
Helping
nice.
underprivileged people.
Yeah, I'll be nice. I could probably also donate. That'll be nice if I have enough.
Yeah, cop-out answer.
Yeah, I could probably also donate.
I mean, you can, I guess, but that's...
yeah, if I have enough, I would do that.
I remember we was at university, U of A,
Yeah.
and we had a Dragon's Den. Do you remember this guy? He came to give a speech. Do you remember that?
Who was this?
I
Oh, the
can't
guy
remember
from
his name.
Dragon's Den came.
And he came to give a speech at U of A.
I don't
Do you
remember that at all.
Okay. This happened while we were there. Anyway, I was watching it. And one of the questions, so let's set up. He was talking about how philanthropy was one of the most important parts of his life. And he wished there'd been a course in university teaching philanthropy so that he'd have known and prepared himself for his lifestyle. And he wished that every student could have learned about philanthropy and what he's gone through. One kid in the audience said, "Yeah, but isn't that just because you have a lot of money? Just because you're so rich that you can afford to worry about philanthropy."
Oh my god.
Shut the guy up good.
Oh god.
Good point.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess he's not wrong. Yeah, if you have enough money.
I wish I had enough money I could give it away. Yes. Scare you. Shut up. No, what are you gonna do? Not give it away.
The kid is probably sitting there, I'm broke.
And the goal isn't to give you the money to give them. I mean, you can, yeah, but like, what else other than that?
My God.
That was really funny for me. No one else, everyone else was just shocked that the kid asked the question, but I thought it was hilarious.
How could you ask the guy from Dragon's Den that?
How could you ask that?
He's famous.
Got you in your place. Take that, you rich millionaire.
Oh, God.
Poof. Mic drop.
Oh God.
Yeah, so you did help homeless shelter, food bank.
Yeah, for sure. I'll do that if I have enough. I just want to have enough. If I have enough, if I have more than that, I'm more than willing to give. I'm happy. Makes me happy. It's good. Yeah. What more can you want in life? I'm okay with that.
Help people.
Yeah.
Help other people.
I'll probably still find something to do. Otherwise, it's if I don't work, it's like a pride thing for me sometimes.
You can still work. It's just what do you want to do when you work?
Yeah. Anything really. I would have to do any sort of work. I don't have a specific job in mind.
So you got anything you want to promote?
Yeah, so there could be some music stuff coming out from my side some point soon.
Ooh, nice.
So there is the you guys could follow a channel on YouTube. It's called the Aquilines.
Oh.
So that is, I guess it's going to be a band that's going to be done by the guy who's running the channel. I'm probably going to do at least one or two songs, most likely one song for sure. Not sure if there's going to be anything in the future, but we'll have to see. And there's of course my own YouTube channel as well. So that's Surrey Boy.
Where do people go to check these out?
YouTube is fine.
Yeah, what do they look up though?
Surrey Boy would be the channel name, which is me. SURRUIBOY. And the Aquilines one would also be a channel on YouTube. So that's also something you could look up. Yeah.
Nice. You heard the guy. Check those things out.
Thank you so much. And thanks for having me.
Thanks for being on the show, buddy.
Yeah. All right then.